25.43, bull calf, 25.43 on the bull calf, 15, 15, 50, 14, 14, 14, but about 14, quarter, at 14, a quarter, 14, a quarter, 25, 25, 50, 14, 50, 75, 75, 15, 15, 15, 15, a quarter, half, 15 and a half, at 15 and a half, 50, 50, 50, 75, 15, 75, 75, 75, 16, 16, 16, 16, 15, 75, 50, 16, sold it over 15, 75, 40 on one. 25.41. Bull calf, 25.41 on the bull calf. Right here on this one, right there, but about 14, 14, 14 a quarter. Everybody get 14, 14 a quarter. What about 25, 25, 14, 25, 50, at 14, 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 14, 50, 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 14, 50. Sold it over 14, 25, 10, 31. 25.19. On a heifer, 25.19 on a heifer. Right there, but I'm on 16, 16, 16 a quarter half. Everybody got 16 and a half. Everybody on 50, 75, 16, 75, 17, 17 a quarter half, 75. Everybody got 17, 75, and now 18 quarter. Everybody got 18 a quarter half, 18 and a half, 75, 18, 75, 19, 19 a quarter, 19. Everybody got 19 a quarter. Everybody got 19 a quarter. Sold it over 1900, 40 on 20. 25.34. Bull calf, 25, 34, bull calf, 15, 15, we get 50, we get 50, we get 15, we get 15, 15, we get 15, 15, 14, 14, 14 a quarter half, 14 and a half, 75, 15, 15 a quarter half, 15 and a half, 75, 15, 75, 16, 16, 16, we get 16, but about 15, 80, now 90, 15, 90, we get 90, we get 90, we get 15, 90, 90, we get 90, we get 90, sold it over 15, 80, 10, 31. 25.54 bull calf, and right there, 15, 15, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 15, 15, we get 14, 14 a quarter, at 14, 14 a quarter half, 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75, 15, 15 a quarter, we get quarter half here now, 75, 15, 75, and 75, 16, 16, 16, we get 16, we get 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, at 16, 16 a quarter, sold it over 1640 on one. 25.48. Bull calf, 25.48 on the bull calf here, right there. Here we go on this one there. But on, we get 13, 13, 13. We get 13. We get 12, 12. Here, but about 12. I mean, but about 12,000. We get 10. But about $10 now quarter. But about 10, 10 a quarter half. Now 75. Now 11. $1,100 now quarter half. Here, but about 50, 75. 11, 75. 12, 12 quarter. We get 12 and a quarter half. Here, but about 50, 75. 12, 75. 13 quarter. And now half. 13 and a half. 13 and a half. Here, but about 50. At 13, 50. We get 50. We get 50. We get 50. Sold it over 13, 25. 81X 25.40. Bull calf, 25.40 on the bull calf. 14, but about 14, 14, but about 14, 14, we get 12, here, but about 12, here, we get 12, here, we get 8. At 8 here, but about 8, 5, here, but about 5, here, but about 5 quarter, we get $500 now quarter, we get 5, 5 and a quarter, at 5 and a quarter, 5 and a half, here, but about 550, 75, 5, 75, 6, now quarter, we get 6 and a quarter half, here, we get 650, 75, 6, 75, now 7, and now quarter, 7 and a quarter half, here, but about 75, 8, we get 8, we get 8, now quarter, 8 and a quarter, we get 8 and a quarter half, now but about 50, 75, 8, 75, and now 9, here, we get $900, we get 9, 75, here we get 9, 75, here we get 9, sold it over 875, 81 on 10. 22 or 25, 28. Bull calf. On the bull calf. Right there. Here we go on this one. Right there. But about 12. Here we get 1200. We get 12 quarter half. Here but about 12, 50, 75, 13, 13, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter half, 13 and a half, 75, 13, 75 to 14. And now quarter, 14 a quarter half. Here we get 14 and a half, 14 and a half. Here we get 14 and a half, 14 and a half. Here we get 14 and a half. Sold it over 14 a quarter, 80 on one. 25, 32, bull calf, 15, 15, we get 50, we get 15, we get 15, 15, 15, we get 15, we get 14, 14, we get 14, 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter, we get quarter, we get 14 a quarter half, 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75, 15, and now quarter, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter half, here we get 15 and a half, 75, 16, 16, 16, we get 16, and now quarter, 16 a quarter half, here we get 16 and a half, 16 and a half, here we get 16 and a half, sold it over 16 a quarter, put them on 40 on one. 25, 53. 25, 53, bull calf, right there, but about 15, 15, we get 50, we get 50, we get 15, 14, 14, quarter half, here we get 14 and a half, 75, 75, here but about 75, here 14, 75, 75, here we get 14, 75, 4, but about 75, here we get 75, 14, 75, sold it over 14, 50, 10, 31. 25, 30. Bull calf, 25, 30, bull calf here, but I'm on 14, 14, we get 14 a quarter, we get 14, 14 a quarter, and I'll have 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75, 75, 15, 15, we get 15, 15 a quarter, at 15, 15 a quarter, we get 15, 15 a quarter, we get 15 a quarter, sold it over 1,500, 10, 31. 25-31, bull calf, 25-31 on the bull calf. 18, but about 14, 14, we get 14, 14, we get 14 a quarter. At 14, 14 a quarter, we get 14 a quarter, we get quarter half here. Now 75, 14, 75, 15, 15, we get $1,500, we get 15. At 1,500, we get 15, 15, we get 15. Sold at over 14, 75, 10, 31. 25-86 bull calf, 25-86 on the bull calf. Here, but about 14, 14, we get 14, 14, we get 14, we get 14, 14, but about 13. At 13 a quarter, 13, 13 a quarter, we get 13 a quarter, 13, 13 a quarter, half. Here, but about 50. At 13, 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 13, 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 13, 50, we get 13, 50, 13, 50. Sold at over 13, 25, 10, 31. 24.79 bull calf, 24.79 on the bull calf. But about 13, 13, 13. But about 13, we get 13, we get 12. At 1200, but about 12, 12 quarter, we get 12 and a quarter half. But about 50.75 here to 13, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter half. But about 50.75. And now 14, 14, 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter. At 14, 14 a quarter, 14, we get 14 a quarter. Sold at over 1,410, 31. 25.85 bull calf, 25.85 on the bull calf. Here, what about 14, 14, we get 14, 14, we get 14, 14, what about 14, we get 1,400, we get 14, we get 13. At 13, 13, what about 13, 12, here, what about 12, we get 12, we get 12, we get 1,000, what about $10 now quarter. At 10, 10 a quarter, hang, what about 10 a quarter, 10, 10 a quarter, we get 10 a quarter half. And what about 57 here, and 11, 1100 down quarter, 11 a quarter, 11 a quarter. And now half here, 75, 11, 75, 75, 12, here, what about 12, here, we get 12, 12, 12 quarter. At 12, 12 and a quarter half. What about 57, 12, 75 here to 13, 13, 13 a quarter. And now half here, what about 13 and a half, 75, 13, 75, 75 here to 14, 14, 14 a quarter. At 14, 14 a quarter, 14, we get 14 a quarter, 14, we get 14 a quarter, we get 14 a quarter. Sold up over 1,400. Put them on number 6746. 25.87 bull calf. 25.87 on the bull calf. And what about 1,000? We get $10, we get $10 now quarter. But about 10, 10 a quarter, we get 10, 25. At 10, 10, 25. Here, but about 25, 25, 50. We get 50, we get 50, we get 50. 75, 10, 75, 75, 11. 1,100 now quarter, 11 a quarter, half, 75. 11, 75, 12. Here, but about 12, 12 and a quarter, half. Here, but about 50, 75, 12, 75. At 12, 50. Saying, what about 75? Here, we get 12, 75. Sold it over 12, 50. 40 on 2. 25-21 bull calf, 25-21 bull calf. Here, but I'm on 18. We give 18, 18 now quarter. At 18, we give 18 a quarter. 18, we give 18 a quarter. 18 a quarter half. Here, but I'm on 50, 75, 18, 75, 19 now quarter. At 19 a quarter, we get 25. Here, but I'm on 25, 50. We get 19, 50, 75, 19, 75. Here, we get 2,000. At 2,000, we get 2 now quarter. But I'm at 20, we get 20, 25, 25, 25. Here, but I'm on 20, 25. Sold it over 2,000. But I'm on 58, 61. 25-29 bull calf, 25-29 on the bull calf. Right here, 15, 15, we get 15, 15, 15, we get 15, we get 50, we get 50, we get 14. At 14, 14 quarter, we get 14 a quarter half. Here, but I'm on 50, 75, 14, 75, 75 here to 15, 15, 15 a quarter. And now half, 15 and a half, 75, 15, 75, 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter. At 16, 16 a quarter, 16, we get 16 a quarter, we get 16 a quarter. Sold it over 1,600, 10-31. 25.75 bull calf, 25.75 on the bull calf. Right there, but I'm on, we get 5 here, but I'm on 500 here, we get 5 here, but I'm on 5.2, we get 5, 5 here, but I'm on 5, she said 5 here, but I'm on 5 here, we get 5, 3, 3, but I'm on 300 here, we get 3. And now quarter, 3, 3 and a quarter, 3 and a quarter, 3, 3 and a quarter, we get 3 and a quarter. At 3, 3 and a quarter, we get 3 and a quarter, 3 and a quarter half. Yeah, but I'm on 50, 75, 3, 75, 4, we get 4 down quarter, we get 4 and a quarter half. Yeah, but I'm on 4, 50, 75, at 4, 75, 75 here, we get 4, 75, 4, 75 here, down 5 here, but I'm on 5, 5 down quarter half, 5 and a half, 75, and now 6. Here we get 6, here we get 6, gotta be 6 now quarter. At 6 here we get 6 and a quarter, 6 and a quarter, 6 here we get 6 and a quarter, 6 here we get 6 and a quarter, 6 here we get 6 and a quarter, we get 6 and a quarter, 625. Sold it over 600. Put them on 20 or 2060, 2060, 26.98. Bull calf, right here, listen here, but I'm on 14, 14, we get 14, 14, we get 14, 14, but I'm on 14, 14, we get 14, we get 14, 13, at 13, we get 13, 13 a quarter, but I'm on 13, 13 a quarter, we get, you say 13, 13, 13, but I'm on 13 a quarter, at 13 a quarter, we get 13 a quarter half, yeah, but I'm on 50, we get 13, 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 13, 50, and now 75, 13, 79, 14, 14, but I'm on 14, at 14, 14, we get 14, we get 14, we get 14, 13, 75, yeah, but I'm on 14, we get 14, sold up over 13.75, 6746. 25, 51 heifer, 25, 51 on the heifer. Right here, but on 15, 15, we get 50, we get 15, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, half, 15 a half, 75, 16, 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a half, 75 to 17, 17 quarter, and now a half, we get 17 a half, 75, 75, 18, we give 18, we give 18, we give 18 quarter, at 18 a quarter, quarter, we give 18 a quarter, 18, we give 18 a quarter, we give 18 a quarter, sold at over 1800, put them on 80 on 2. 25, 81. Bull calf, 25, 81 on the bull calf. Right here. Here we go on this one here. But I'm on 13. 13. They would have on 20. We get 12. We would get 1,000. I thought we get 1,000. 1,000 quarter. We get 10. 10 a quarter. But I'm on 10 a quarter. 10 a quarter half. Yeah, but I'm on 50. Somebody down here. 11. 1100 now quarter. 11 a quarter. 11 a quarter. 11 here. We get 11 a quarter half. Yeah, but I'm on 50. 1150. Somebody down. 12. Here, but I'm on 12. 12. 12 now quarter. We get 12. 12 and a quarter. 12. 12 and a quarter. We get 12 here. We get 12 and a quarter. We get 12 and a quarter. Sold at over 1,210. 31. 25. 20. Bull calf, 25, 20 on the bull calf. Right here in the scenario, but I'm on 15. 15, we get 15, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, 15, 15 a quarter. Now half, 15 a half, 75, 15, 75, 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, we get 25, 50. 16, 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 16, 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 16, 50. Sold at over 16, 25, 10, 31. 25, 63 heifer right there, 18, 18 quarter, we give 18, 18 a quarter, 18 a quarter, 18 here, we give 18 a quarter, 18, we give 18 a quarter, we give 8 quarter half, here we give 18 a half, 75, now 19, 19 quarter, 19 a quarter, we give 19 a quarter, 19, we give 19 a quarter, we give 19 a quarter, sold at over 1900, 40 on 20. 25, 83, bull calf, 25, 83 on the bull calf. Right here, but I'm only about 14, 14, we get 14, 13, 13, 13 quarter, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, at 13, 13 a quarter, we get 13 a quarter half. Yeah, but I'm on 50, 75, 13, 75 to 14, 14 a quarter half, 75, at 14, 75, 75, here we get 14, 75, sold at over 14 a half, 40 on 2. 25, 52 heifer. Right there on the heifer. Here we go there. Right there, but about 13, 13, 13. We get 13 quarter. We get 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter half, 75 to 14, 14 a quarter half, 14 a half, 70, 14 a half, 75, 75, 15, 15 a quarter half, 15 a half, 15 a half, 75, 15, 75, 16, 16, 16 a quarter, now half, 16 a half, 75 to 17, 17 a quarter half. Here we get 17 a half, 75, 17, 75, 75. Here we get 75, here we get 17, 75. Here now 18. We give 18, at 18, we give 18, we give 18. Sold it over 17. 75, 58, 61 on 1, 25, 36, bull calf, 25, 36 on the bull calf, 19, 19, 19, quarter half, here we get 19 and a half, 19 and a half, 75 here now, 2, but I'm on 2,000, I'm going to get 2 quarter, but I'm 20, but I'm on 2, we get 25, 50, at 20, 50, we get 50, we get 50, 75, 20, 75, 20, 75, 21, here but I'm at 21, at 20, 75, here but I'm at bond, here we get 21, we get 21, sold it over 20, 75, but I'm on 80 on 2. 25, 74 bull calf, 25, 74 on the bull calf. Right here, but about 5. Here we get 500. Here we get 5, 3, 3, 3. But about 3. We get 300. We get 3. We get 3. We get 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. 2 quarter. We get $200 now quarter. 2, 2 and a quarter. We get $200 now quarter. We get 2, 2 and a quarter. We get 2 and a quarter. 2, 2 and a quarter. We get 2, 2 and a quarter. We get 2 and a quarter. We get 2 and a quarter half. At 2 and a half. 2 and a half. 75. 2, 75, 3. We get 3. We get 3 quarter. We get 3 and a quarter. We get 3 and a quarter half. But about 50, 75, 3, 75. At 3, 75. Here we get 3, 75, 75. Here we get 3, 75. Sold it over 350. Put them on 20, 60. 20, 60. 25, 57, bull calf, 25, 57 on the bull calf. Retain, but about 14, 14, we get 14, throwing but about 13, 13 a quarter, and I'll have 75, 13, 75, 75, here we get 13, 75, 14, 14 a quarter, now half, here we get 14 a half, 75, and now 15, 15, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, half, 15 a half, 75, 16, 16, 16, now quarter, that's 16 a quarter, quarter, we get 16 a quarter, that's 16, 16 a quarter, we get 16, 16 a quarter, we get 16 a quarter, sold it over 1610, 31. 25, 62, bull calf, out here, 19, we get 19, 19, we get 19, quarter, we get 19 a quarter, 25, 50, 19, 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 19, 50, 75, 2,000, we get 2, quarter, but I'm 20, we get quarter, half, but I'm 20, 50, 20, 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 20, 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, sold at over 20, 25, put them on 58, 61. 25, 78, bull calf, here, I tell you about about 14, 14, we get 14, 14, we get 14, 14, we get 14, 14, 14, we get 14, at 14, we get 14,000, quarter, but I'm 10, we get 10, a quarter. Did you say 14, 14, quarter, we get 14, a quarter, half, here, we get 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75, at 75, 75, 15, 15, we get 15, 15, a quarter, half, 15 and a half, 15 and a half, at 15 and a half, here, we get 15 and a half, 15 and a half, here, we get 15 and a half, 15 and a half, sold up over 15 and a quarter, 6, 7, 4, 6. 25, 56, bull calf, 25, 56 on the bull calf, 15, 15, we get 15, 15, we get 15, we get 15, we get 15, 15, we get 15, we get 15, we get 15, we get 14, 14, 14, 14 a quarter, at 14, 14 a quarter, we get 14 a quarter, we get 14 a quarter, half, 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75, 15, 15 a quarter, half, at 15 and a half, 75, 15, 75, 16, 16, 16, we get 16, 16, not we get 16, 16, 16, we get 16, 16, we get 16, we get 16, we get 16, Tuesday 16, quarter, 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, we get 16 a quarter, sold at over 1,600, 10.31. 25, 42, bull calf, 15, 15, we get $1,500, we get 15, 15, 15, we get 15, 15, we get 15, we get 15, at 15, quarter, we get $1,500 now, quarter and a half, 75, 15, 75, 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, we get 16 a quarter, we get 25, 25, 50, we get 16, 50, 75, 16, 75, 75, here, we get 75, here, we get 75, sold at over 1,650, 40 on 1. 25, 79, bull calf, 25, 79, bull calf, 13, 13, 13, quarter, everybody get 13, 13 a quarter, 13, 13 a quarter, half, you have it on 50, 75, 75, 75, 14, 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter, 14, 14 a quarter, everybody get 14 a quarter, half, 14 a half, 14 a half, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 14, 50, 14, 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, sold at over 14, 25, put them on 10, 31. 25, 44. Bull calf, 25, 44 on the bull calf, 15, 15, we get 15, 15, we get $1,500, we get 15, 15, we get 15, we get 15, 15, we get 15 a quarter, at 15, 15 a quarter, half, 15 and a half, 75, 16, 16, 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, half, here we get 16 and a half, 75, 16, 75, 75, here we get 16, 75, sold up over 16 and a half, 6, 4, 7, 6, 6, 7, 4, 6, 6, 7, 4, 6. 25, 45, bull calf, 25, 45 on the bull calf. All right, but about 5, here but about 500, everybody get 5, here but about 5. 5, 5, hey, what about 5 and a half, 6 here, now half, here we get 6 and a half, 7, 7, we get 7, 7 and a half, 8, we get 8, 8 and a half, now 9, 9, now half, here we get 950, 950, we get 950, we get 950,000, half, here what about 1050, we get 10 a quarter, 10 a quarter, half, here what about 1050, we get 1050, we get 1050, he's on 10 a quarter, 1050, 75, here we get 1075, 11, now quarter, 11 a quarter, half, 11 and a half, 75, here to 12, here what about 12, 12 and a quarter, half, here what about 1250, 75, and now 13, 13, 13 a quarter, half, 13 and a half, 75, now 14, 14, 14 a quarter, 14 and a half, 75, and now 14, 75, 15, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, everybody get 15 a quarter, everybody get a quarter, half, everybody get 15 and a half, and now 75, 15, 75, 16, 16, 16, everybody get 16, 16, everybody get 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, everybody get 16 a quarter, you want in, everybody get 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, sold up over 1,600. Is that 8487? 25, 82, bull calf, 25, 82 on the bull calf. Right there, but I'm on 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, quarter. Everybody get 13 a quarter, half, 75, 75 to 14, 14 a quarter, 14 a half, 14 a half, 14 a half here to 75, 14, 75, 15, 15, we get 50, we get 50, we get 15, 15 a quarter, and now half, 15 a half, 75, 16, 16, 16 a quarter, that's 16, 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, we get 16 a quarter, 16, we get 16 a quarter, sold up over 1,600, 67, 46, 6746. 25, 61. Heifer, 25, 61 on a heifer. Right there, 19, 19, we get 19, we get 19, 19, we get 19, 18, we get 18, we get 18, we get 18, 10, what about 17, 17, we get 16, 16, we get 15, 15 a quarter, we get 15, 15 a quarter, we get 15 a quarter, 15, 15 a quarter, half, 15 a half, 75, 16, 16, 16 a quarter, half, now 75, 16, 75, 16, 75, 75, here we get 16, 75, 16, 75, 75, sold it over 16 a half, 40 on 20. 25.90. Bull calf, 25.90 on the bull calf. Right here, but I'm on 16, 16, 16, we get 16, 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, we get 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, we get 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, we get 16, 16 a quarter, we get 20, but I'm on 25, 16, 25, 25, here we get 25, sold it over 1,600, 10.31. 25, 39, bull calf, 25, 39 on the bull calf here. Right there, but I'm on 15, 15, but you get 15 a quarter. And now half, 15 and a half, 75, 16, 16 a quarter half. Here we get 16 and a half, 16 and a half, 75, 16, 75, 75. Here we get 75, 16, 75, 16, 75. Here we get 75. Sold it over 16 and a half, 10, 31. 25, 22. Bull calf, right there, but I'm on 16, 16, 16, but you get 16 a quarter, but you get 16, 16 a quarter, down half, here, but you get 16 and a half, 75, 16, 75, 17, 17, 17, but you get 17, 17, but you get 17, but you get 17, 17, 17, 16, 80, now 90, 16, 90, but you get 90, but you get 90, sold it over 16, 80, 10, 31, 25, 91. On the bull calf, right there, here we go on this one, right there, but I'm on 15, 15, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 15, but you get 15, but you get 15, but you get 14, 14, quarter half, here we get 14 and a half, 75, 15, 15 a quarter, 15 and a half, 75, 16, 16, 16 a quarter half, 16 and a half, 75, 17, 17 a quarter half, 17 and a half, 75, 18, at 18, 18, but you give 18, but you give 18, 18, but you give 18, but you give 18, but you give 18, 18, sold it over 17, 75, no, I'm right there, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, we good? 80 on what? 80 on 2. I'm sorry about that. 25, 58, bull calf, right there. Here we go. What about 13, 13, 13, 13, 13 a quarter, half. Here, what about 13 and a half, 75, 14, 14 a quarter, 14 and a half, 75. And now 15, 15 a quarter, half, 15 and a half, 75, 15, 75, 16, 16, 16 a quarter. That's 16 a quarter. Everybody get a quarter, half. Everybody get 16 and a half, 16 and a half, 75, 16, 75, 75. Everybody get 16, 75. Now 17, 17 quarter. Everybody get 17 a quarter. Everybody get 17 a quarter. Sold it over 1700. 40 on 1. 25, 46. Bull calf, right there, 19, 19, what do you get 19, 19, what do you get 19, what do you get 19, 18, what do you give 18, what do you give 18, 18, what do you give 18, 18, what do you give 18, quarter, out 18 a quarter, down, what do you get 18 a quarter, half, 18 and a half, 18 and a half, 75, down 19, 19, what do you get 19 a quarter, 19 a quarter, what do you get 19 a quarter, 19, 19 a quarter, 19 a quarter, what do you get 19 a quarter, what do you get 19 a quarter, sold at over 1900, 58, 61, 25, 37. Heifer, 25, 37 on a heifer here. What do you get 19, 19, what do you get 19, what do you get 19, 19, what do you get 19, 19, 18. At 18, what do you give 18, 17, 17, 17, what do you get 17, what do you get 16, 16, 16 a quarter, half, 16 and a half, 75, no 17, 17 a quarter, 17 and a half, that's 17 and a half, 75, 17, 75, 18, what do you give 18, what do you give 18, at 18, what do you give 18, 17, 75 here, what do you give 18, sold at over 17, 75, 40 on 20. 25, 35. Bull calf, 25, 35 on the bull calf. Right here, we go there, right there, 15, 15, what do you get 15, what do you get 15, 15, 15, 15, what do you get 15, 15, 15, what do you get 15 a quarter, 15, 15 a quarter, what do you get 15 a quarter, half, here, what do you get 15 and a half, 15 and a half, 75, 16, 16, 16, 16, what do you get 16, 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, what do you get 16 a quarter, and now half, 16 and a half, 75, 16, 75, 75, here, what do you get 16, 75, sold up over 16 and a half, 6, 7, 4, 6. 25, 73. Heifer, 25, 73 on a heifer. Right there. Here we go. What about 16? 16, what do you get 16? What do you get 15? 15, what do you get 15? What do you get 1,000? What about 500? What do you get 1,000? What do you get 500? Here, what about 5? Here, what about 5? Here, what about 5? 5 and a quarter. What do you get 5 and a quarter? 5, 5 and a quarter. What do you get $500 now a quarter? What do you get 5, 5 and a quarter? Half, 5 and a half, 5 and a half. Here, now 75, 5, 75, 6. Here, what do you get 60? What do you get 60? What do you get 6 and now a quarter? And now half. Here, what do you get 6 and a half? 6 and a half, 75, 6 and 75. Here, now 7. 7, what do you get 7? What do you get 7? 7, what do you get 7? Now a quarter. And 7 and a quarter, half. Here, what do you get 7 and a half? 7 and a half. Here, what do you get 7 and a half? 7 and a half, 75. 7, 75. Here, what do you get 75? 8, what do you give 8? What do you give 8? Now a quarter, 8 and a quarter, 8 and a quarter, now half. Here, what do you give 8 and a half? And now 75, 8, 75, 75. Here, what do you give 8? 75, 8, 75. Sold up over 8 and a half. Put them on 8, 4, 8, 7. 25, 94. 25, 94 heifer on a heifer here, right there, 9 here, what do you get 900 here, what do you get 9, 9, what do you get 9, what do you get 9, 7, 7, what do you get 7, what do you get 700, what do you get 7, 7, what do you get 7, what do you get 7, what do you get 6, here, what do you get 6, here, what do you get 60, what do you get 60, what do you get 60, what do you get 5, hit 5 here, but I'm on 5, 5, now quarter, half, 5 and a half, 5 and a half, 75, now 6, now quarter, now half, now 75, 6, 75, now 7, now quarter, 7 and a quarter, half, here, what do you get 7, 75, 8, what do you give 8, what do you give 8 here, what do you give 8, and now quarter, 8 and a quarter, what do you give 8 here, what do you give 8 and a quarter, at 8 and a quarter, 8 and a quarter, 8 here, what do you give 8 and a quarter, half, here, what do you give 8 and a half, 75, 8, 75, 75, here, what do you give 8, 75, at 850, what do you get 75, here, what do you give 8, 75, sold it over 850, number 8, 25.80 on the bull calf. Retain better than 12. Here we get 12. Here we get 12. Here we get 12. 12 quarter. Here we get 12. 12 and a quarter. 12 and a quarter half. 12 and a half. 75 here. No 13. 13 and a quarter. 13 and a quarter. 13 and a half. 75. 13 75 to 14. And now quarter half. 14 and a half. 75. 14 75. 75 here we get 14. 75 15. And now quarter. 15 and a quarter. 15 and a quarter. 15 and a quarter half. 15 and a half. 75. 15 75 16. And now quarter. 16 and a quarter half. Here we get 16 and a half. 75. 16 75 75 here we get 16 75. 16 75 sold at over 16 and a half. 49 45. 27 48. Bull calf 19. We get 19. We get 19 quarter half. Here we get 19 and a half. 75. Nothing but about 2,000. Now 25. Here we get 25. Here we get 25. Here we get 25 at 2,000. 25. Here we get 25. 25. Here we get 25. Sold at over 2,000. 40 on 20. 25 95. Heifer on a heifer, 25.95 on a heifer, 900. Here we get 9. Here we get 9. We get 9. We get 9. We get 900. We get 9. 8. At 8 here. We get 8. We get 800. Here we get 8. We get 8. We get 8 here. We get 8. 7. 7. We get 7 and out quarter half. Here we get 7 and a half. 75. 8. We get 800 out quarter. 8 and a quarter half. Here we get 850. At 850. We get 50. We get 50. We get 850. 75. 875 now 9. Here we get 900. We get 9. At 875. Here we get 9. 875. Here we get 9. We get 9. We get 9. Sold at over 875. Put them on number 8. 27.49. Bull calf 27.49. Bull calf here 15. 15. We get 15 a quarter. 15 a quarter. A quarter half. Here we get 15 a half. 75. 16. 16 a quarter. Now half. And now 75. 16. 75. 17. 17. We get 17. We get 17 quarter. 17 a quarter. 17. We get 17 a quarter. We get 17 a quarter. 17. We get 17. We get 17 a quarter. Did you say quarter? 17 a quarter. 17 a quarter. Sold over 1,700. 6746. 26.59 bull calf. 26.59 on the bull calf. Right here. Here we go on this one. Right there. But about 51. We get 14. 14. We get 14. 14. We get 14 quarter. We get 14 a quarter. At 14. 14 a quarter. We get 14. 14 a quarter. We get 14 a quarter. 25. 25 here in the 15. We get 14. 50. 75. And now 15. 15. We get 15. 15 a quarter. 15 a quarter half. Here we get 15 a half. At 15 a half. Here we get 15 a half. 15 a half. Here we get 15 a half. Here we get 15 a half. Sold at over 15 a quarter. 49. 45. 27.46. Heifer, 27.46 heifer, 19. We get 19. We get 19. 19. We get 19. We get 19. We get 19. 19. 18. And now quarter. We get 18 a quarter. Quarter. We get 18 a quarter. 18 a quarter. At 18. We get 18 a quarter half. Here we get 18 a half. 75. 18. 75. 75. Here we get 18. 75. At 75. Here we get 18. 75. Sold it over 18 a half. 40 on 20. 26.63. Heifer 26.63 heifer retain but I'm zone we get 7 we get 7 we get 5 hit 5 here but I'm on 5 3 3 3 3 but I'm on 3 2 quarter we get 200 now half here but I'm on 250 75 at 275 3 we get 3 we get 3 quarter 3 and a quarter half here but I'm on 350 75 to 4 we get 4 we get 4 we get 4 4 here but I'm on 4 and now quarter we get 4 and a quarter now half here we get 4 and a half 75 4 75 5 here but I'm on 5 5 and a quarter and now half 5 and a half 75 5 75 here we get 5 75 6 here we get 6 and now quarter now half and 6 and a half here we get 6 and a half 6 and a half, here we get 6 and a half, 6 and a half, here we get 6 and a half, here we get 6 and a half, 6 and a half, sold at over 6 and a quarter. Number 8. 27.47 bull calf, 27.47 bull calf, out of bottom 13, 13, 13, we get 13, we get 13, 13, 13 quarter, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, quarter bottom 13 a quarter, and now half, 13 and a half, 75 to 14, 14, 14 a quarter, at 14, 14 a quarter, we get 14, 14 a quarter, we get 14 a quarter, sold at over 1,400, 49, 45, 27.11. 27.11 bull calf, out of bottom 16, 16, we get 15, 15, we get 15 a quarter, half, 15 and a half, and now 15 and a half, 75, 16, 16, 16 a quarter, half, here we get 16 and a half, 75, 16, 75, 75, here we get 16, 75, at 16, 75, sold at over 16 and a half, 40 on 1. 27.02. Bull calf, 27.02 on the bull calf, 16, 16, 16 a quarter, everybody get 16 a quarter, everybody get 25, 25, 25, everybody get 16, 25, at 25, 25, you can put them on 25, everybody get 16, 25, 25, everybody get 25, you want everybody get 16, 25, at 25, everybody get 25, sold at over 1,600, 10, 31, 27, 37. Bull calf, 27.37 on the bull calf. Out right there, but about 16. 16, we get 16. 16, 16, we get 16. 16, 16, we get 16. 16, 16, we get 16, we get 15. At 15, 15 a quarter halves. Now 75. 16, quarter, we get 16 a quarter half. Here we get 16 and a half. 75. And now 17. 17. Somebody would get 17. We get 17. We get 17. 17. Sold at over 16. 75. 49. 45. 26.64 bull calf right there. Here we go. This one here, but I'm on 8. What do you give 800? Here, what do you give 8? What do you give 8? What do you give 8 here? What do you give 8? What do you give 8 here? What do you give 8? What do you give 8? What do you give 8? 5. Here, but I'm on 5. Here, but I'm on 5. Here, but I'm on 5. Here, what do you give 5? 5 quarter. 5 and a quarter half. 5 and a half. 75. Now 6. 6 here. Now quarter. Everybody gets 6 and a quarter. 6 and a half. 75. 6 and a half. Now 7 and now quarter and a half. That's 7 and 75 here. Now 8. What do you give 8? What do you give 8? Now quarter half. Here, what do you give 8 and a half? 75. 8. 7 and 9. What do you give 9? 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 And now quarter. 9 and a quarter. 9 and a quarter. Got to be 9 and a quarter. And 9 and a quarter half. So what do you give 950? And 950. 950. Got to be 950. And 950, we get 50, we get 50, 75, 975, here we get 975, 975, here we get 975, 975, sold it over 950, 27.95, 27.13. On the bull calf, right there. Here we go. But I'm 13, 13, 13, 13, 13 a quarter. At 13, 13 a quarter. Now half. Here we get 13 and a half. 75, 13, 75, 75. Here we get 13, 75. At 13, 75, 75 to 14, 14 a quarter, 14 and a half. 75, 15, 15, 15 a quarter half. 15 and a half. 75. And now 16, 16, 16 a quarter. Everybody get 16, 16 a quarter. At 16 a quarter. Everybody get 16, 16 a quarter. Everybody get 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter. Sold right over 1600. But I'm on 49, 45. 26.61. Right there, but I'm on 900. Do you get 9? 9, what do you get 9? What do you get 9? 9, what do you get 9? What do you get 9? What do you get 9? 7. Somebody get 7. Somebody get 7 now. Quarter. 7 and a quarter. Everybody gets 7 and a quarter. Half. 7 and 5 here. Now we would give 8. Would give 8. Now quarter. Now half. Here would give 8. 50. 75 to 9. 9 here. Now quarter. 9 and a quarter. Half. Here would get 9. 50. 75. 9. 75. Here would get 9. 75. 9 50. Would get 9. 75. Here would get 9. 75. Here would get 9. 75. 9 75. 60. 70. Would get 9. 70. 7 would get 7. Would get 7. Would get 9. 70. 9 70. Now 80. Would get 9 80. Would give 80. Would give 80. Would give 80. Would give 80. Would get 9 80. Sold at over 970. Put them on 27.95. 27.07. Bull calf. 27.07 on the bull calf. Right there, but I'm at 14, 14, we get 14, 14, 14 a quarter. At 14, 14 a quarter, we get 25. Here, but I'm on 25, 25, 50. We get 14, 50, 75, 14, 75, 15, 15, 15 a quarter half. Here, we get 15 and a half, 75, 15, 75. And now 16, 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, we get 16 a quarter half. Here, we get 16 and a half. At 16 and a half, here, we get 16 and a half, 16 and a half. Here, we get 16 and a half. She's saying, we get 16 and a half. Sold at over 16 a quarter, 6, 7, 4, 6. 27.09 bull calf, 27.09 on the bull calf. I'll retain, but I'm at 14, 14, we get 14, 14, we get 14, we get 14, we get 12. Here, but I'm at 12. At 1200, we get 12, 12. Here, we get 12. Here, we get 1200, we get 12. Here, we get 12, 12, 12 quarter. At 12, 12 and a quarter now half. Here, we get 12, 50, 75, 13, 13, 13, 13 a quarter half, 13 and a half, 75. Here, but I'm on 75 to 14. At 14 a quarter half, 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75 here to 15, 15, 15, we get 15, 15 a quarter. At 15 a quarter half. Here, but I'm on 15 and a half, 15 and a half. Here, we get 15 and a half. 15 and a half, here we get 15 and a half, 15 and a half, at 15 and a half, here we get 15, 50, sold at over 15 a quarter, but I'm on 40 on 20. 26.52 heifer, 26.52 on a heifer. Here we go. All right there. Right there. We're going to get 9. Here we get $900. We get 9. 9. We get 9. We get 9. We get 9. 8. At 8. Here we get 8. We get 8. We get 8. We get 8. 7. 7. We get 7. We get 7. We get 7. We get 5. Here. But I'm on 5. 500. But I'm on 5. 5 quarter. I got 5 up here. 5 and a quarter. 5 and a half. 5 and a half here. Somebody 5 here. And 6. Here we get 6 and now quarter and a half. Here we get 6 and a half. At 6 and a half. Now 75. 6 and a half here. Now 7. 7. We get 7. We get $700. We get 7. At 7 and now quarter. 7 and a quarter half. Here. But I'm on 50. 7 and a half here. Now 8. We get 8. We get 8. Now quarter. 8 and a quarter. We get 8 and a quarter. At 8 here. We get 8 and a quarter. 8 here. We get 8 and a quarter. We get 8 and a quarter. 8 here. Quarter half. Here we get 8. 50. At 8. 50. Got to be 50. 8. 50. 75. 8. 75. 9. Here we get 9. 9. Here we get 9. 8. 75. Here we get 9. We get 9. We get 9. Sold up over 8. 75. 8. 4. 8. 7. 25. 64. Bull calf, 25.64 on the bull calf. Right there, but I'm on 15. 15, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 15, we get 15, 15, we get 15, 15, we get 14. 14 quarter, and 14, 14 a quarter, we get 25. 25 here, we get 25. 25, 50, we get 14, 50, 75, 15, 15 a quarter, half. Here we get 15 and a half, 75, and now 16, 16, 16, we get 16. 16, we get 16, we get 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, half. Here we get 16 and a half, 16 and a half, here we get 16 and a half, 16 and a half, here we get 16 and a half, 16 and a half, sold up over 16 a quarter. 6, 7, 4, 6. 2671. Bull calf, 2671 on the bull calf. All right there. I think I'm on 15. 15, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 15, we get 15, we get 14, 14, 14, a quarter, we get 14, a quarter, half, 14 and a half, 75, 15, and now quarter, 15, a quarter, half, we get 15 and a half, 75, 15, 75, 16, 16, 16, a quarter, 16, a quarter, 16, 16, a quarter, we get 16, 16, a quarter, 16, 16, a quarter, we get 16, a quarter, sold over 1600, 6746. 2654, bull calf, 2654 on the bull calf, 9, here we get 900, we get 9, here we get 9, we get 9, we get 9, we get 9, 8, at 8 here, quarter, we get $800 now, quarter, in a quarter, half, here we get 50, 75, 8, 75, 9 now, quarter, 9 a quarter, half, and 950, 75, 9, 75, 75, here we get 9, 75, here now, 1,000, now, quarter, at 10 a quarter, half, here we get 50, 75, 10, 75, 11, 11, here we get 11, here we get 11 now, quarter, 11 a quarter, 11 a quarter, at 11, 11 a quarter, here we get 11, here we get 11 a quarter, sold at over 1100, put them on 80 on 2X. 2716, bull calf, 2716 on the bull calf. Retain, but I'm on 15, 15, we get 15, 15, we get 15, 15, 15, we get 15, 15, we get 50, we get 15, what about 1,000, quarter, and now half here, what about 10, we get 10, 50, 75, 10, 75, 11, 11 here now, quarter, 11 a quarter, half, here, what about 11, 50, 50, we get 50, 75, 11, 75, 12, here, what about 12, 12, 12 and a quarter, half, here, what about 12, 50, 75, 12, 75, 13, 13, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, everybody get 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, half, here, what about 13 and a half, 13 and a half, 13 and a half, at 13 and a half, here, what about 13 and a half, sold at over 13 a quarter, right here, 49, 45, 25, 96. Bull calf, 29, 25, 96 on the bull calf. Retain, but about 13, 13, 13, 13, 13 a quarter, half. Here, but about 13 and a half, 75 to 14, 14, but about 14, 14 a quarter, half, 14 and a half, 75, and now 15, 15, but about 15, 15, we get 50, we get 50, we get 15, 1500, we get 15, 15, we get 50, we get 15, sold at over 14, 75, 49, 45. 2704 on the bull calf. Retain, but I'm on 15. 15, we get 15, we get 15, 15, we get 15, we get 15, we get 15, we get 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, half, 15 and a half, 75, 16, 16 a quarter, that's 16 a quarter, we get 16 a quarter, half, here we get 16 and a half, 75, 16, 75, 75, here we get 16, 75, that's 16, 75, sold at over 16 and a half, 10, 31, 27, 10. On the bull calf, 2710 on the bull calf. 13, but about 13, 13, 13, 13, we get 13, we get 13, we get 1,000, but about $5 now, quarter, we get 10, 10 a quarter, 10, 10 a quarter, we get 10, 10 a quarter, we get 10, 25, 25, 10, 25 today, we get 10, we get 50, 75, 10, 75, 11, now quarter, and now half, here we get 50, 75, 11, 75, 75 here in the 12, here we get 12, now quarter, 12 and a quarter, half, 75, here we get 12, 75, 13, 13 a quarter, now half, 75, 13, 75 to 14, at 14 quarter, we get 14 a quarter, everybody get 14 a quarter, at 14, 14 a quarter, everybody get 14 a quarter, sold at over 1,400, put them on 80 on 20. 2662 bull calf, 2662 on the bull calf here, right here, 1100. Everybody get 11, everybody get 11, everybody get about 1,000. Everybody get 1,000, everybody get 1,000, everybody get down, but about 900. Everybody get 9, 9, everybody get 9, everybody get 9, everybody get 9, everybody get 9, 8. Everybody get 800, everybody get 8. At 8, everybody get 8, 7, 7, 7, everybody get 7, 7, everybody get 7, 6 here and a quarter. Everybody get 6 here, 6 and a quarter. That's 6 here, everybody get 6 and a quarter, half. Everybody get 6 and a half, 6 and a half. Everybody get 6 and a half, everybody get 6 and a half. 75, 6 and a half, now 7. And now quarter, 7 and a quarter, half. Everybody get 75 here, now 8. Everybody get 8, everybody get 8. Now quarter, 8 and a quarter, now half. Everybody get 50, 75. At 875, 850 up here, now 75, here we get 875, and now 9, 9 quarter, everybody get 9 quarter, half, here we get 950, 75, down 1,000, we get down, everybody get 1,000, 975, here we get 1,000, 975, here we get 1,000, sold at over 975, 2795, is that right? 2670 bull calf, 2670 on the bull calf. Right, but about 15, 15, we get 50, we get 15, we get 15 quarter, 15 a quarter, half, here we get 15 and a half, 75, now 16, 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, we get 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, we get 16 a quarter, 16 here, 16 a quarter, 16, we get 16 a quarter, no, you got to be 16 a quarter, half, 16 and a half, 16 and a half, 75, 16, 75, 75, here we get 16, 75, 75 here, no 17, 17, we get 17, we get 17, sold at over 16, 75. 1031 2584 bull calf, 2584 on the bull calf, 16, 16, Tuesday 16, 16 a quarter, going about 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, now half, everybody gets 16 and a half, 16 and a half, everybody gets 16 and a half, 75, 16, 75, 75, everybody gets 16, 75, sold at over 16 and a half, 1031. 27-17. Bull calf, 27-17. Bull calf, out 15, 15, we get 15, 15 a quarter. At 15, 15 a quarter, we get 15 a quarter, we get 25, 25, 25, we get 25, 15, we get 15, 50, 75, 15, 75, 16, at 16, quarter, we get 16 a quarter, half, we get 16 a half, we get 16 a half, we get 16 a half, at 16 a half, we get 16 a half, sold up over 16 a quarter, 6-7-4-6. 2660 bull calf, 2660 on the bull calf. Right there, but I'm only going to give 11, 1100, 11, 1,000, 1,000, but I'm not 1,000, 1,000, 900, 9, 9, 9, 8, here, 800, 8, here, 8, here, 8, here, but I'm on 7, somebody get 700 now, quarter, 7 a quarter, 7 a quarter, 7 a quarter, 7 a quarter, half, here, but I'm on 750, 75, 75, 8, now quarter, 8 a quarter, half, here, but I'm on 50, 75, 8, 75, 9, 9, 9, at 875 here, 9, 875 here, 9, sold at over 875, 2060, 2060. 2653 bull calf, 2653 on the bull calf, 19, 19, 19, 19, 19, 18, and now quarter, 18, 18 a quarter, 18 a quarter, 18 a quarter, at $1,800 now quarter, 18, 18 a quarter, 18, 10, 20, 18, 20, 30, 30, what about 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, at 18, 30, 30, 30, sold at over 1820, put them on 58, 61, 2715. Bull calf, 2715 on the bull calf. Right here we go on this one. Right here, but I'm on saying we get 16, 16 a quarter. We get 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter. 16, 16 a quarter, half. Here we get 16 a half. 75, 16, 75, 75. Here we get 16, 75. 16, 75, 75. Here we get 16, 75. Sold at over 16 a half. 1031. 2708. Bull calf, 2708 on a bull calf. Right here, but I'm on 16, 16, 16, we get 16, 16, we get 16, 16, we get 16, we get 16 a quarter. That's 16 a quarter, half. Here we get 16 a half. Here, but I'm on 50, 75, 16, 75, 75. Here we get 16, 75, 16, 75, 17. 17, we get 17, 17, we get 17, 1, we get 17, 17, we get 17, we get 17. Sold up over 1675, 6746, 2712. Bull calf, 2712 on the bull calf. Right here we go on this one. Right here, but I'm on 15, 15, we get 50, we get 50, we get 15, quarter, we get 15, 15 a quarter, 15, 15 a quarter, we get 15 a quarter, half, 15 a half, 75, 16, 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, half, here we get 16 a half, 16 a half, here we get 16 a half, 16 a half, here we get 16 a half, here we get 16 a half, sold up over 16 a quarter, 6746, 2800 on the bull calf, 2800 on the bull calf. Right here we go on this one right there, but I'm 19, we get 19, 19, we get 19, we get 19, 18, quarter, half, here we get 18 a half, 75, 18, 75 here, now 19, quarter, half, and 19 a half, here we get 50, 75, 19, 75, here we get 2,000, and now quarter, we get 20, 25, what about 25, here we get 20, 25, here what about 25, here we get 20, 25, sold at over 2,000, put them on 58, 61, 25, 65. Bull calf, 25, 65 on the bull calf, 1,000, but I'm on 10, we get 1,000, we get 10, but I'm on 1,000, quarter, we get 10, 10 a quarter, half, yeah, but I'm on 50, and now 75, 10, 75, 11, 11 a quarter, half, 75, now 12, 12, 12, now quarter, half, 12 and a half, 75, 13, 13 a quarter, half, 13 and a half, 75, and now 14, 14, 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter, 14 and a half, 75, and now 15, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, 15 and a half, 75, 15, 75, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, we get 16, we get 16, sold at over 15, 75, 80, on 2X, 80 on 2X, 2657. Bull calf, 2657 on the bull calf. I'll take about about 14, 14, we get 14 quarter, and 14, 14 a quarter, half, 14 and a half, 75, 15, 15, 15 a quarter, and 15, we get 15 a quarter, 15, 15 a quarter, 15, 15 a quarter, sold at over 1,500, 49, 45, 2705. Bull calf, 2705 on the bull calf. Right there, but I'm on 16, 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, half. Now 75, that's 16, 75, 75. Here we get 16, 75, 17, 17 a quarter, 17, 17 a quarter. Everybody get 17, 17 a quarter. Everybody get 17, 25. You want everybody get 17, 25. At 25, everybody get 25. Sold at over 1,700, 49, 45. 27.93 heifer, 27.93 heifer, 19, we get 19, we get 19, 19, we get 19, 18, 18, we get 18 quarter, at 18, we get 18 a quarter, 18 a quarter, 18 a quarter half, so 75, 18, 75, 19, 19, we get 19, we get 19, 19, 19, we get 19, we get 19, we get 19, sold it over 18, 75, 40 on 20, 27.03. Bull calf, 27.03 on the bull calf. Right there, but about 16. 16, we get 16 a quarter half. Here we get 16 a half. That's 16 a half. Here we get 16 a half. 16 a half. 16 a half. Here we get 16 a half. Here we get 16 a half. 75, 16, 75. And now 17. 17, we get 17. We get 17. We get 17. Sold at over 16, 75. 10, 31. 27.19 heifer, 27.19 heifer. Out there, but I'm on 17. 17, we get 17, we get 17, we get 16, 16, we get 16, 16, we get 16, we get 16, we get 15, 15, we get 15 a quarter half, 15 a half, 75, 16, and now quarter half. Here we get 16 a half, 75, now 17, 17 a quarter, 17 a quarter half. Here we get 17 now, 75, here we get 17, 75, 18, at 18 quarter, we get 18 a quarter half. Here we get 18 a half, 18 a half, here we get 18 a half, 18 a half. Sold at over 18 a quarter, 40 on 20. 26.58 heifer, 26.58 on the heifer. Right there, but I'm on. Everybody gets 7, 7, everybody gets 700, everybody gets 7, 7, everybody gets 7, everybody gets 7, everybody gets 7, 5, 5 and a quarter, then 5 and a quarter, 5 and a half, 75 here, now 6, 6 and a quarter, half. Everybody gets 6 and a half, 75 here, now 7, 7, everybody gets 7, everybody gets 7 and a quarter, 7 and a quarter, everybody gets 7 and a quarter, and now half, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, 75 here, now 8, everybody give $100 now quarter, 8 and a quarter, at 8 here, everybody give 8 and a quarter, 8 here, everybody give 8 and a quarter, 8 and a quarter, half, here, everybody give 8 and a half, 75, 8, 75, 75, here, everybody give 8, 75, at 8, 75, 850, 75, 850, everybody get 75, here, everybody give 8, 75, sold at over 850. 2795 2726 bull calf 2726 on a bull calf 16 16 16 a quarter and now half everybody gets 69 75 to 17 17 everybody gets 17 17 somebody gets 7 everybody gets 17 sold it over 16 75 40 on 1 27 23 bull calf, 27-23 on a bull calf, 16, 16, 16, everybody gets 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter half, everybody gets 16 a half, 75, 16, 75, 75, 16, 75, 17, 17, 17, everybody gets 17, 17, everybody gets 16, 80, now 90, 16, 90, everybody get 90, everybody get 90, everybody get 90, everybody gets 16, 90, sold it over 16, 80, 40 on 1. 27-14. 27-14, you said heifer, Graber? On a heifer. All right, but I'm on 15. 15, we get 50, we get 50, we get 13. 13, 13, 13 a quarter. 13, 13 a quarter half. But I'm on 13 and a half. 75 to 14. 14 a quarter. 14, 14 a quarter. We get 14, 14 a quarter. We get 14 a quarter. 14 a quarter. We get 14 a quarter. Sold it over 1400. 40 on 20. 27-28 bull calf, 27-28 on the bull calf, 16, 16, 16, we get 16, and now quarter, 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, 16, we get 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, 16, we get 16 a quarter, we get 16 a quarter, we get 16 a quarter, sold it over 1600, put them on 4945. 26.93 bull calf, 26.93 on the bull calf, 15, 15, we get 50, we get 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, 15, 15 a quarter, we get 15 a quarter, half, we get 15 a half, 75, and now 16, 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, up here, we get 16 a quarter, we get 16 a quarter, sold it over 1600, 40 on 20. 27-25 bull calf, 27-25 bull calf, 19, we get 19 quarter half, here we get 19 and a half, 75, 19, 75, here we get 2,000, and now quarter, we get 20, 25, 50, we get 20, 50, 75, 20, 75, 75, here we get 75, 20, 75, 20, 75, here we get 75, here we get 20, 75, sold right over 20, 50, put them on 58, 61, 27-22. Heifer, 27-22 heifer, 19, we get 19, we get 19, 19, we get 19, 18, we get 18, 18 a quarter, we get 18, 18 a quarter, and now half, 18 and a half, 75, 18, 75 here, we get 19, 19, 19, we get 19, 19, 19, we get 19, we get 19, sold it over 18, 75, put them on 80 on 2. 26.75, you said bull calf. Right here we get there. Right there, but I'm on. We get 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16 a quarter. We get 16 a quarter. That's 16, 16 a quarter. We get 16, 16 a quarter. We get 25, 25 today. We get 50, 75, 16, 75, 75. Here we get 16, 75. That's 75. Here we get 75. Sold it over 16, 50, 49, 45. 27, 24, bull calf, retain, but I'm 16, 16, we get 16, 16, 16, we get 16, we get 15, 15, 15, we get 50, we get 50, we get 15, we get 15, we get 14, 14, 14, but I'm 14, 14, 13, 13, 13, we get 13, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, half, here, but I'm 50, we get 50, 75, 13, 75 to 14, 14 a quarter, now half, here, we get 14 a half, 75, 14, 75, 75, here to 15, 15, 15 a quarter, half, here, we get 15 a half, 75, 15, 75, 75, here, we get 15, 75, sold at over 1550, 1031. 2706 bull calf, 2706 on the bull calf. Retain, but I'm on 15, 15, we get 50, we get 50, we get 15, we get 14, 14, 14, but I'm on 14, 13, 13, 13, 13 a quarter, 13, 13 a quarter, half, here, but I'm on 13 a half, 75 to 14, 14 a quarter, 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 geez, a quarter, half, here, we get 14 a half, 75, 14, 75, 15, and now quarter, 15 a quarter, half, 15 a half, 75, 15, 75, 75, 16, 16, we get 16, we get 16, 16, we get 16, 15, 75, here, we get 16, sold at over 1575. 1031, 2731, bull calf, 2731 on the bull calf here, but I'm on 16, that's 16, 16, 16, we get 16 a quarter, that's 16, 16 a quarter, we get 25, but I'm on 25, 25 here, we get 16, 25, 16, 25, 25, 50, that's 16, 50, we get 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 16, 50, 16, 50, we get 50, we get 50, sold at over 16, 25, 1031. 27, 21, bull calf. Retain, but I'm on 8 here, but I give 8, but I give 8, 5 here, but I'm on 5 here, but I'm on 500, but I get 5, 5 here, but I'm on 5 here, but I get 3, 3, 3, 3 quarter, but I get 3, 3 and a quarter, 3, 3 and a quarter, but I get $300 now quarter, but I get 3, 3 and a quarter, half here, but I'm on 50, 75, 3, 75, 4, but I get 4, but I get 4 and a quarter, 4 and a quarter, half, 4 and a half, 4 and a half, and now 75, 4, 75, 5 here, but I'm on 5, 5, now quarter, 5 and a quarter, 5 and a half here, now 75, 5, 75, 6, and now quarter, 6 and a quarter, half here, but I get 6 and a half, 75, 6, 75, 75 here, now 7, 7, but I get 7, but I get $700, but I get 7, 7, we get 7, we get 7, now quarter, 7 and a quarter, 7 and a quarter, half, here, but I'm on 7 and a half, 7 and a half, here, we get 7 and a half, 7 and a half, here, we get 7, 7 and a half, 7, 7 and a half, 7 and a half, here, we get 7, 7 and a half, here, we get 7, 7 and a half, here, we get 7, 7 and a half, sold up over 7, 750, 84, 87. 2732 bull calf, 2732 on the bull calf. Retain, but I'm on saying, but I'm on 18. We give 18, we give 18, we give 18, 18, we give 18, 17, 17, 17, we give 16, 16, we give 16, we give 15, 15, but I'm on 15, we give 15, we give $1,500, we give 15, 15, we give 15, 15 a quarter, half, here we give 15 and a half, and now 75, 15, 75, 16, 16 a quarter, half, here we give 16 and a half, 75 to 17, 17, 17 a quarter, here we give 17 a quarter, half, here we give 17 and a half, 17 and a half, here we give 17 and a half, here we give 50, we get 17, 50, 75, 17, 75, 18, and now quarter, 18 a quarter, half, here we get 18 and a half, 75, 18, 75, here we get 19, 19 a quarter, and now half, here we get 19 and a half, 19 and a half, here we get 50, 75, 19, 75, and 19, 75, 75, here we get 19, 75, sold at over 1950, 58, 61, 27, 29, heifer, 27, 29 on the heifer. Right there, but I'm on 19. We get 19, we get 19, we get 19, 19, we get 19, 18, 18, we get 18. At 18, we get 18, we get 18, we get 18, 17, 17, we get 17, we get 16, 16, we get 16, 16, 16, we get 15, but I'm on 16, 15, 15 a quarter, half, 15 and a half, 75, and now 16, 16 a quarter, half. Here we get 16 and a half, 75 to 17, and now quarter, 17 a quarter, now half. Here we get 17 and a half, here we get 17 and a half, here we get 17 and a half, at 17 and a half, here we get 17 and a half, sold over 17 a quarter. 8487 2683 heifer 2683 2683 on a heifer. Right there, but I'm on 18. We give 18. We give 18. We give 18. 17. Somebody would get 17. Somebody would get 17. We get 16. 16 a quarter. We get 16. 16 a quarter. We get 16 a quarter. Quarter half. Here we get 16 and a half. 75. 16. 75. 17. 17 a quarter. And now half. 17 and a half. 75. Now 18 a quarter. 18 a quarter. At 18. 18 a quarter. 18. We give 18 a quarter. We give 18 a quarter. Sold at over 1800. 40 on 20. 26. 88. Bull calf. Right here, we're on 17. 17, we get 17. 17, we get 17. 17, 17, we get 14. 14 a quarter. Now half. Here we get 14 and a half. 75. At 14, 75, 15. 15 a quarter. 15 and a half. 75. And now 16. 16 a quarter. Half. Here we get 16 and a half. 75. 16, 75, 17. 17. 17, we get 17. At 17. Somebody would get 17. 17. 16, 75, 17. At 17. 17, we get 17. We get 17. We get 17. Sold at over 16.75. 58. 61 on 1. 2682 heifer, 2682 on a heifer. Retain, but I'm able to get him, but I'm 12. People get 1200, but I'm 12,000. But I'm found out everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 10, but I'm found out everybody get 900. At 9 here, quarter, everybody get 9, quarter, half. Everybody get 950, 75, 975,000. Quarter, but of the team, everybody get 10, a quarter, everybody get 10, a quarter, half, 10 and a half. At 1050, everybody get 50, 75, 10, 75. Now 11, 11 here, now quarter, 11 a quarter, 11 a quarter, half. Here, but I'm on 50, 75. Now 12, now quarter. At 12 and a quarter, half. Here, but I'm on 1250. At 1250, everybody get 50, 75, 12, 75, 75, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13 a quarter. At 13 a quarter, everybody get 13, 13 a quarter, 13, 13 a quarter, everybody get 13 a quarter, 13, 13 a quarter, half, 13 and a half. At 13 and a half, everybody get 13 and a half, 13 and a half, everybody get 13 and a half. Sold at over 13 a quarter. Number 8, 2677. Bull calf, right here, but I'm able to get 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, but I'm 13, 13, 13, we get 13, we get 12. At 12 here, quarter half, yeah, but I'm at 12, 50, 75, 13, 13, 13 a quarter, half, 13 and a half, 75 to 14, 14 a quarter, and now half, 14 and a half, everybody get 14 and a half, 14 and a half, now 75, 14, 75, 15, 15, we get 15, 14, 75 here, what about 50, we get 15, sold at over 14, 75, 49, 45, 26, 94. Bull calf, 2694 on the bull calf. All right, here, but I'm on 14, 14, we get 14, 14, we get 14, we get 12, here, but I'm on 12, here, we get 12, here, but I'm on 12, 12, wow, quarter, 12, quarter, half, here, but I'm on 12, 50, 75, 13, 13, 13 a quarter, 13 and a half, 75 to 14, 14 a quarter, half, and now 75 to 15, 15 a quarter, half, 15 and a half, 75, 16, 16, 16 a quarter, that's 16 a quarter, everybody gets 16, 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, sold at over 1600, 40 on 20. 2690 heifer, 2690 on a heifer, 18, but give 18, but give 18, but I'm on 18, but give 18, 18, but give 18, 17, 17, somebody would get 17, somebody would get 16, 16, 16, 16, but get 16, but get 15, 15, but I'm on 15, but get 15, but get 15, but get 13, 13, 13, quarter, half, here, but I'm on 13 and a half, 75 to 14, 14 a quarter, 14 and a half, 75, 15, 15, 15 a quarter, 15 and a half, 75, 16, 16 a quarter, half, here, but get 16 and a half, 16 and a half, here, but get 16 and a half, 16 and a half, here, but get 16 and a half, here, but get 16 and a half, sold it over 1650, 40 on 20. 2679 heifer. 2679 on the heifer. Right there. Here we go. But about 14, 14, but about 14, 14, but you get 14, 14 a quarter. At 14, 14 a quarter. Everybody get 14, 14 a quarter. Everybody get 14 a quarter, half. Everybody get 14 a half. At 14 a half, 75. Everybody get 75, 75. Everybody get 14, 75, 75 here to 15, 15, 15. Everybody get 15. At 15, everybody get 15, everybody get 15, everybody get 15. Sold at over 14, 75, 40 on 20. 2684. Bull calf, 2684 on the bull calf. Right here we go. But I'm playing, but I'm 13, 13, 13 a quarter, half, 13 and a half, 75, 14, 14 a quarter, 14 and a half, 75, and 14, 75, 75, here we get 14, 75, 75, here we get 14, 75, sold it over 14 and a half, 49, 45. 2686 bull calf, 2686 on the bull calf, 19, but get 19 quarter, 19, 19 a quarter, but get 19 a quarter, but get 25, 19, 25, 25, here, but 25, here, but get 25, 25, 19, 25, 50, 19, 50, 75, 19, 75, 75, here, but get 19, 75, 2000, 3 down, but I'm on 2, but get 2, but get 2, now a quarter, but I'm 2, but get 2, but I'm 25, 25, 25, 10, 20, 10, 20, 20, but get 20, but get 20, but get 20, 20, 20, 10, 20, 20, but get 20, but get 20, but get 20, sold it over 20. 10, but I'm on 58, 61, 26, 74, bull calf, 26, 74 on the bull calf. Right there, here we go. But I'm on, we get 5 here, but I'm on 5, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 quarter, down half, 3 and a half, down 75, 4, but I'm at 4 and a half, 5 here and a half, here, but I go 5 and a half, 6, now half, and now 7, 7, we get 7, 7 and a half, now 8, we get 8, now half, here we get 8, 50, now 9, 9 here, half, here we get 950, and 950, now 1,000, 1,000, 50, but I'm on 50, 10 quarter, now half, here we get 10, 50, 75, and now 11, 11, and now quarter, half, here we get 11, 50, 75, 11, 75, 12, here we get 12, 12 and a quarter, 12 and a quarter, 12 and a half, here we get 50, 12, 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 12, 50, sold it over 12, 25, 49, 45, 26, 99. Bull calf, 26.99 on the bull calf. Right there, but I'm on 15. 15, but you get 15 a quarter. 15 a quarter, now half, 15 and a half. 75, 15, 75, 16. 16, 16, but you get 16. 16, but you get 16. 15, 75, here, but you get 16. But you get 16. Sold it over 15, 75. But I'm on 49, 45. 26.92 bull calf, 26.92 on the bull calf. Retain, but I'm on 15, 15, we get 15 a quarter, we get 15 a quarter, 15 and a half, 15 and a half, here we get 15 and a half, 75, 15, 75 here, no 16, 16 a quarter, that's 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, we get 16 a quarter, half, here we get 16 and a half, that's 16 and a half, here we get 16 and a half, 75, 16, 75, 75, here we get 75, sold at over 16 and a half, 10, 31. 26.73 bull calf, 26.73 on the bull calf. Retain, but I'm on 14, 14, but I'm on 14, 14, we get 14, we get 13, 13, 13, 13 a quarter, 13 and a half, 75, 14, and now a quarter, half, here we get 14 and a half, 75, to 15, 15, 15 a quarter, 15, 15 a quarter, we get 15, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, 15, we get 15 a quarter, sold at over 1,500, but I'm on 49, 45, 26.97. Heifer, 26.97 on the heifer, 18, we give 18, at 18, but I'm on 18, we give 18, we give $1,800, we give 18, 18, we give 18, 17, 17, we give 16, 16, 16, we give 15, at 15, 15, but I'm on 15, we give 15, we give 14, 14, but I'm on 14, 14, 14 a quarter, at 14, 14 a quarter, we give 14 a quarter, 14 and a half, 75, 15, 15, 15 a quarter, and I'll have 15 and a half, 75, 15, 75, 75, here we give 15, 75, at 15, 75, 16, 16, we give 16, 16 a quarter, and a half, 16 and a half, here we get 16 and a half, 75, that's 16, 75 down 17, 17, we get 17, 17, we get 17, we get 17, 17, sold up over 16, 75, 84, 87. 26.95 bull calf, 26.95 on the bull calf. Retain, but I'm on 15, 15, we get 50, we get 15, 15 a quarter, 15, 15 a quarter, at 15, we get 15 a quarter, 15, 15 a quarter, we get 15, 15 a quarter, half, 15 and a half, 75, now 16, 16, 16, we get 16, at 16, now we get 16, 15, 75, here we get 16, 15, 75, here we get 60, we get 60, we get 16, sold up over 15, 75, 6, 7, 4, 6. 26.81 bull calf, 26.81 on the bull calf. Retain, but I'm at 9. Here we get 9. How do we get 9? 9. We get 9. We get 9. We get 9. 8. At 8. Here we get 8. We get 8. We get 8. We get 8. Here we get 8. We get 8. We get 8. 7. 7. We get 7. We get 7. We get 7. We get 6. Here, but I'm on 6. 5 now quarter. Hit $500 now quarter. 5 and a quarter. 5 and a half. I'm 550. 575. Hit 575. 75. Here we get 575. 575. Here we get 575. 575. Here we get 575. Sold it over 550. 2060. 27.20 bull calf, 27.20 bull calf. Retain, but I'm on 15, 15, we get 50, we get 15, we get 15 quarter, we get 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, half. Here, but I'm on 15 and a half, 75, 15, 75, 16, 16, 16 a quarter, that's 16, 16 a quarter, we get 25 here, we get 16, 25, 25, you say 16, 25, 25, at 25 here, we get 25, sold it over 1,600, 49, 45. 26.56 bull calf, 26.56 on the bull calf. Right there, here we get but I'm on 13, 13, 13, we get 13, but I'm on 800, here we get 8, we get 8, 5, here but I'm on 5, here but I'm on 5, here but I'm on 5, 5, here but I'm on 5, here but I'm on 5, here we get 5, 4, but I'm at 4, we get 4, we get 4, we get 3, at 300 now quarter, 3, 3 and a quarter, 3, 3 and a quarter, we get 3 and a quarter, at 3 and a quarter, half, here but I'm on 3, 50, we get 50, 75, 3, 75, 75, here we get 3, 75, 4, we get 4, we get 4, we get 4, at $400, we get 4, 4, we get 4 quarter, we get 4 and a quarter, we get 4 and a quarter, half, here we get 4 and a half, at 450, 75, 4, 75, 75, here we get 4, 75, 4, 75, 4, 75, hit 475, here we get 475, 475, now 5, here we get 500, we get 5, 5 and a quarter, half, here we get 550, hit 550, we get 50, we get 50, we get 550, we get 550, we get 550, sold at over 525, 10, 63. 26.89 heifer, 26.89 on a heifer. Retain, but I'm at 19. We get 19. We get 19. We get 19. 18. We get 18. We get 18. We get 18. 17. 17. We get 17. 17. We get 17. 17. We get 17. 16 quarter. That's 16. 16 a quarter. We get 16. 16 a quarter. And now half. Here we get 16 and a half. 75. 16. 75. 17. 17 quarter. We get 17 a quarter. We get 17 a quarter. That's 17 a quarter. We get 17. 17 a quarter. We get 17 a quarter. 17. We get 17 a quarter. Sold at over 1,758.61 on one. 28.10 bull calf, 28.10 on the bull calf. Retain, but I'm on 18, we get 18, we get 18, we get 18, but I'm on 16, 16, 16, we get 16, we get 16, we get 14, 14, but I'm on 14, we get 12 here, but I'm on 12, at 1,200, we get 12 here, but I'm on 12,000, quarter, now half here, but I'm on 10, 50, 75 here, now 11, 11, now quarter, half here, but I'm on 50, 75, 11, 75, 12, here, we get 12, 12, now quarter, we get 12 and a quarter, half, now 75, 12, 75, 13, 13 a quarter, and now half, 75, 13, 75 to 14, 14, 14 a quarter, half, at 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75, 15, 15, 15, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, half, and now 75. 15, 75, 75 here, we get 15, 75, 75 here, we get 15, 75 here, we get 15, 75. 15, 75, 75 here, we get 15, 75. Right there, 1550, 1575, 75 here, we get 1575. Sold at over 1550, 40 on one. 2687. Bull calf, 2687 on the bull calf. 13, 13, we get 13, we get 1,000. A $1,000 a quarter, but a 10, 10 a quarter half, now 75, 10, 75, now 11 and a quarter half, 11 and a half, 75, 12, 12, 12 and a quarter half, now 75, 12, 75, 13, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, 13 and a half, 75 to 14, 14 a quarter and a half, 14 and a half, 75, and now 15, 15, we get 50, we get 50, we get 15, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, 15 and a half, and now 15 and a half, 75, 15, 75, 75, 75, 16, 16, 16, we get 16, 16, we get 16, 1580, now 90, 1590, 90, we get 90, we get 90, we get 90, sold at over 1580. Put them on 80 on 2X. 2696. Bull calf, 2696 on the bull calf. Oh, right there. Here we go there. Right there with them on 15. 15, we get 15, 15 a quarter, 15 and a half, 75, 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, 16 and a half, 75, 16, 75, 17, 17, 17, we get 17, 17, we get 17, 16, 75, here we get 17, 16, 75, here we get 17, sold at over 16, 75, 58, 61 on one. 2678 bull calf, 2678 on the bull calf, 15, 15, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 15, 14, 14, 14, we get 14, 14, we get 14, we get 13, 13, 13, 13, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, we get 13, 13 a quarter half, 13 and a half, 75, 13, 75 to 14, and now quarter, 14 a quarter, 14 and a half, 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75 here to 15, 15, 15 a quarter, and now half here with them on 15 and a half, 75, 15, 75, 16, 16, 16, we get 16, 15, 75 here with them on 16, we get 16, we get 16, sold up over 1575, put them on 6746, 2736. Bull calf, 2736 on the bull calf. Here we go. Right here, but I'm on 17. 70, we get 7, we get 7, we get 7, we get 16, 16, but I'm on 16, 16, 16, 16, 15, 15 a quarter, 15, 15 a quarter, half, 15 and a half, 75, 16, 16, 16 a quarter, and now half. Here we get 16 and a half, 75, 16, 75, 75, here we get 16, 75, and now 17, 17, quarter, here we get 17, quarter, half, here we get 17 and a half, 75, at 17, 75, 18, we get 18, we get 18, at 17, 75, here we get 18, we get 18, sold at over 17, 75, 10, 31. 2691 heifer, 2691 on a heifer. At here, but I'm on 17. Somebody would get 17. Somebody would get 17. 16, 16, but I'm on 16. At 16, would get 16. 16, would get 16. 16, 16, would get 16. Now quarter and a half. At 16 and a half. 16 and a half here. Now 75. 16, 75, 75, 16, 75, 16, 75. And now 17. Quarter half. Here we get 17 and a half. 75, 17, 75, 75. Here we get 17, 75. And now 18. We give 18. 18. We give 18. At $1,800 now. Quarter. We give 18 a quarter. At 18, 18 a quarter, we give 18 a quarter, 18, we give 18 a quarter, sold at over 1,800, 58.61 on one. 27, 27, bull calf, 27, 27 on the bull calf, 15, 15, we get 15, we get 15 a quarter, 15, we get 15 a quarter, 15, 15 a quarter, we get 15 a quarter, 15, 15 a quarter, we get 15 a quarter, sold at over 1,500, put them on 40 on two. 27.35 bull calf, 27.35 on the bull calf, 19, we get 19, 19, we get 19, we get 19, 19, we get 19, 18, at 18, they put them on 18, we give 18, we give 18, we give 18, 17, somebody we get 17, 17, somebody we get 17, and now quarter, we get 17, 17 a quarter, half, 17 and 75, 18, we give 18 a quarter, at 18 a quarter, half, we give 18 a half, we give 18 a half, 75, 18, 75, 75 to 19, at 19, 19, we get 19, we get 19, we get 19, sold at over 18.75. 80 on two. 27.30 bull calf, 27.30 on the bull calf. But I'm on 15, 15, we get 15, we get 50, we get 15, we get 15, we get 15, we get 15, 15, we get 15, we get 14, 14, 14, but I'm on 14, 14, we get 14, 14, we get 13, and now quarter, 13 a quarter, half here, but I'm on 50, 75 to 14, 14, 14 a quarter, at 14 a quarter, we get 14 a quarter, now half here, but I'm on 14 a half, here we get 14 a half, 75, at 14, 75, 75 here, we get 14, 75, she say yes, 14, 75, 15, at 15, 15, 15, but I'm on 15, 15, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 15, sold at over 14.75, 10.31. 27-18 bull calf, 27-18 on the bull calf. Everything but about 15, 15, we get 15, 15, we get 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter half, 15 a half, 75, 16, 16, 16 a quarter, that's 16, 16 a quarter, 16, we get 16 a quarter, we get 16 a quarter half, 16 a half, 75, 16, 75, sold at over 16 a half, 40 on one. 26.85 bull calf, 26.85 on the bull calf. Right there, here we get but I'm on 18. We give 18, 18. We give 18 now quarter. At 18, 18 a quarter now half. Here we give 18 a half. 75 to 19 quarter. We get 19 a quarter. 19, 19 a quarter half. 19 a half. And now 75, 19, 75. Here we get 2,000. But I'm on 2,000. Now we get 2,000. That's you. But I'm on 2. We get 2. We get 2. We get 2. We get 2. Sold at over 19.75. 58, 61. 26.76 bull calf, 26.76 on the bull calf. Into about 15, 15, we get 50, we get 15 a quarter, 15, 15 a quarter, half, 15 a half, 75, 16, 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, that's 16, 16 a quarter, 16, we get 16 a quarter, we get 16 a quarter, we get 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, sold at over 1,600, 10.31, 27.98. Bull calf, 27.98 on the bull calf. Retain, but I'm on 15. 15, we get 15 a quarter. We get 15 a quarter half. But I'm on 50, 75, 15, 75. 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter. 16 a quarter half. We get 16 a half. 16 a half. We get 16 a half. 30, 40. We get 16, 40. Down 50. Down 60, 16, 16. Now 70. We get 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 70. Sold at over 16.60. 10.31. 27.87 bull calf, 27.87 on the bull calf. I tell you what about 16, 16, 16, we get 16, 16, 16, we get 16, we get 15, 15, 15, but about 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, but about 14, 14, but about 14, 14, we get 14, 14 quarter, now half, here, what about 14 and a half, 75, 15, 15, 15 a quarter, now half, here, what about 15 and a half, 75, 15, 75, 16, 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, that's 16, 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, half, here, we get 16 and a half, and now 75, 16, 75, 75, here we get 16, 75, 75, sold at over 16 and a half, 10.31. 27.99 bull calf, 27.99 on the bull calf, 16, 16, we get 16, we get 16, we get 16, 16, 16, quarter, we get 16, 16 a quarter half, here we get 16 and a half, 75, 16, 75, 75, here we get 75, sold at over 16 and a half, 40 on one. 27.94 bull calf, 27.94 on the bull calf. Retain, but I'm on 17, 17 a quarter. We get 17, 70 a quarter. We get quarter half. Here we get 17 now. 75, 17, 75, 75. Here we get 17, 75, 18. We get 18 at 18, but I'm on 18 quarter. 18 a quarter. We get 18 a quarter. We get 18 a quarter half. Here we get 18 a half. 18 a half. Sold at over 18 a quarter. But I'm on 40 on 20. 26.80 heifer, 26.80 on the heifer. Retain, but I'm on 17, 17, we get 17, 17, we get 17, 17, we get 17, 16, 16, 16, 16, we get 16, 15, $1,500, we get 15, 15, we get 15, 15, we get 15, we get 14, at 14, 14, but I'm on 14, 13, 13, we get 13, 13, 13, 13, but I'm on 13, 13, 12, at 1,200, we get 12, here, but I'm on 12, here, we get 12, here, but I'm on 12, here, we get 12, here, we get 12, 11, and now quarter, 11 a quarter, half, here, but I'm on 50, 11, 50, 11, 50, we get 50, we get 50, 75, now 12, 12, now quarter, 12 and a quarter, 12 and a half, 75, here to 13, 13, 13, 13 a quarter, at 13 a quarter half, here, what about 13 a half, 13 a half, 75, 13, 75 to 14, 14 a quarter, and now half, 14 a half, 14 a half, here we get 14 a half, sold it over 14 a quarter, but I'm on 80 on 22, I'm sorry, 80 on 2, 27.91. Bull calf, 27.91 on the bull calf, 15, 15, but I'm on 15, 15, but I'm on 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 14, 14 quarter, we get 14 a quarter half, but I'm on 50, 75, 15, 15, we get 15, $1,500, we get 15, 15, but I'm on 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 15, sold at over 14.75, 49.45. 27.78 bull calf, 27.78 on the bull calf. Retain, but I'm on 15, 15, but I'm on 15, 15, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 14, 14, 14, but I'm on 14 a quarter, 14, 14 a quarter, quarter half, 14 a half, 75, 15, 15, 15, but I'm on 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, quarter, but I'm on quarter half, here we get 15 a half, 75, 15, 75, 75, here we get 15, 75, and now 16, 16, 16, we get 16, 16, 16 a quarter, we get 16 a quarter, but I'm on quarter, we get 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, 16, 25, here we get 16, 25, sold at over 1,600, 4945, 2755. Bull calf, 27.55 on the bull calf. Retain, but I'm on 15. 15, we get 15 quarter. Now half, here we get 15 and a half. 75, 16, 16, 16 a quarter. That's 16 a quarter, quarter, but I'm 16 a quarter. Now half, here we get 16 and a half. Here we get 16 and a half. 16 and a half, 30, 40, 40, but I'm on 40, 50, but I'm on 50, we get 50, 60. 16, 16, now 70. We get 70, we get 70, we get 70, we get 16, 70. 16, we get 70, we get 70, we get 70. Sold at number 16, 60. 40 on one. 27.34 bull calf, 27.34 on the bull calf, 15, but about 15, 15, we get 15 a quarter, and 15, we get 15 a quarter, quarter, but about 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, and now half, here we get 15 a half, 75, 15, 75, 75, here we get 15, 75, 16, 16 a quarter, that's 16, 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, we get 16 a quarter, we get 16 a quarter, sold at over 1,649, 45, 27.33. Bull calf, 27.33 on the bull calf. Right here, listen here, but I'm on 15, 15, but I'm on 15, 15, but you get 15, 15, but I'm on 15, but you get 14. And now quarter, half, here, but you get 14 and a half, 75, 15, 15, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, 15 and a half, 15 and a half, 75, 15, 75, 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, 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 half, here, but you get 16 and a half, 75, 16, 75, 75, here, but you get 16, 75, 75, here, but you get 16, 75, sold up over 16 and a half, 80 on two. 27.54 bull calf, 27.54 on the bull calf. Right there, here we go on this one. Right there, but I'm on 15, 15, we get 50, 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 we get 15 quarter, we get 15, 15 a quarter, 15, 15 a quarter, we get 15 a quarter, half, 15 and a half, 15 and a half, here we get 50, 75, 15, 75, 16, 16, 16, but I'm on 16, 1600, we get 16, 16, 16, we get 16 to one end, we get 16 quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, we get 16 a quarter, sold at over 1600, 10.31. 27.79. Bull calf, 27.79 on the bull calf. But I'm 11, $1,100, bidding 11, bidding 1,100 now quarter half. Here, but I'm 50, 75, 12. Here, but I'm 12, 12 and a quarter half. Now 75, 13, 13, 13 a quarter, 13, 13 a quarter, 13, 13 a quarter. We get 13 a quarter, we get 13 a quarter, we get 13 a quarter. Sold at over 1,300, 49.45. 27.95 heifer, 27.95 on the heifer. Retain, but about 19. We get 19, we get 19, 18, we get 18, we get 18, we get 18, 18, we get 17, 17, 17, 17, 16, an hour quarter, an hour half, 16 and a half, 75, 17, quarter, we get 17, a quarter, and a half, here, what about 17 and a half, 17 and a half, here, we get 17, 50, 75, 75, here, we get 17, 75, 18, we get 18, 18, 17, 75, here, we get 18, we get 18, we get 18, sold at over 17, 75, 58, 61 on one. 28.01 bull calf, 28.01 on the bull calf. 19, but about 19. We get 19, 19, we get 19, 19, we get 19, we get 19, 19, we get 18. At 18, 18 now quarter, we get 18, 18 quarter now half. What about 50, 75, 18, 75, 19. And now quarter, 19, 25, 50, 75, 19, 75. Here, we get 2,000. 3, but about 2 quarter, but about 20 quarter, we get 20, 25, 10, 20, we get 20, 20, 30, but about 30, 40, we get 20, 40, 50. 20, 50, 60, 60, now 70, we get 20, 70, now 80, now 90, we get 90. 20, 90, now. What about 20, 90, 20, 80, 90, what about 90, we get 20, we get 90, we get 90, 20, 90, 20, 90, sold at over 20, 80, but on 58, 61. 27.53. Bull calf, 27.53 on the bull calf, 15, 15, but about 15 quarter, but get 15 a quarter, 15, 15 a quarter, but get 15, 15 a quarter, but about quarter, geez, 15 a quarter, half, now 75, 15, 75, 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, half, here, but get 16 and a half, here, what about 16 and a half, here, but get 16 and a half, sold at over 16 a quarter, 10.31. 28.11. Bull calf, 28.11 on the bull calf. Retain, but I'm on 15, 15, we get 15, we get 15, but I'm on 15, 15, we get 15, we get 15, we get 14, 14, 14, but I'm on 14, 14, but I'm on 14, 14, but I'm on 14, we get 14, 13, 13, 13, 13, we get 12, and now quarter, 12 and a quarter, 12, 12 and a quarter, half, yeah, but I'm on 12, 50, 12, 50, 75 here, now 13, 13 and a quarter, 13 and a half, 75 to 14, 14 and a quarter, and now half, 14 and a half, 75, 15, 15, 15, 15 and a quarter, 15 and a quarter, 15 and a half, 15 and a half, here, we get 15, 15, we get 50, we get 50, 75, 15, 75, 16, and 16, 16, we get 16, 16, 16, 16, but about 16, 16, we get 16, 15, 75, yeah, but about 16, you want him to get 16, 16, sold at over 15, 75, 58, 61 on one. 27.92. Heifer, 27.92 on the heifer. Right there. Here we go on the Sunday. But I'm on 18. We give 18. We give 18. We give 18. 18. We give 18. We give 17. 17. Somebody we give 17. 17. 16. 16. 16. We give 16. 16. 16. What about 16? We give 16. We give 16. We give 15. 15 a quarter. And now half. 15 and a half. 75. 16. 16. 16 a quarter. Now half. 16 and a half. 75 to 17 quarter. 17 a quarter. Now half. 17 and a half. 75. 17. 75. 75. Here we give 17. 75. Sold at over 17 and a half. 40 on 20. 27.86. Heifer on a heifer here. Right there, but I'm on 18. We give 18. 18. We give 18. We give 18. 18. We give 17. 17 quarter. 17. 17 a quarter. We give 17 a quarter. And I'll have 17 and a half. 75 here. Now 18. 18 a quarter. I'll have 18 and a half. At 18 and a half. Everybody give 18 and a half. Everybody give 18 and a half. Sold at over 18 a quarter. 80 on 2. 27.90 bull calf, 27.90 on the bull calf, 16, 16, we get 16, 16, we get 16, we get 16, we get 15, 15, we get 15, 15, we get 15, we get 15, we get 14, 14, what about 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter, 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75, down 15, 15, 15 a quarter half, 15 and a half, and now 75, 15, 75, 16, 16, 16, 16, what about 16, one in, we get 16, 16, sold at over 15, 75, 40 on 1, 26, 27. Bull calf, 26, 27 on the bull calf. Retain, what about 16, 16, 16, we get 16, we get 15, 15, 15 quarter, half. Here we get 15 and a half, 75, 16, 16 a quarter, and now half, 16 and a half. Here now 75, 16, 75, 75. Here we get 16, 75, 75. Here we get 16, 75, 75. Here we get 16, 75. Sold at over 16 and a half, 49, 45. 27.97 bull calf, 27.97 on the bull calf, 15, 15, we get 50, we get 15 a quarter, 15, 15 a quarter, half, here we get 15 and a half, 75, 15, 75, 16, 16, 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, we get 16, 16 a quarter, we get 16 a quarter, 25, what about 25, we get 25, sold at over 1610, 31. 27.96 bull calf, 27.96 on the bull calf, 19 and a quarter, 19 a quarter, half, 19 and a half, 75, 19, 75, here we get 2,000, what about 2,000 now quarter, what about 20, 25, 50, 20, 50, 50, 75, 20, 75, 21, what about 21, what do you get 2,100, 21, what do you get 21, 21, 21, what do you get 21, what do you get 21, sold at over 20, 75, put them on 58, 61, 26, 12, 26, 12. Bull calf, 26, 12 on the bull calf. I tell you what about 13, 13, 13, we get 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, we get 13, 12. Here, what about 12, quarter, half, at 12, 50, 75, 13, 13, 13, a quarter, half, 13 and a half, 75, 13, 75 to 14, and now quarter, half, 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75, here, we get 75, here, we get 14, 75, sold at over 14 and a half, 49, 45. 24.98 bull calf, 24.98 on the bull calf here, but about 16 and now quarter, 16 a quarter, we get 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, we get 16 a quarter, half here, but about 50, we get 16, 50, 75, 16, 75, 75, here we get 75, sold at over 16, 50, 10, 31. 26.34 bull calf, 26.34 on the bull calf. What about 15, 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 14, 14, what about 14, 14, we get 14, we get 14, we get 13, 13, 13, 13, what about 13, we get 12, here what about 12, here we get 1200, we get 12, 11, quarter, 11 a quarter, quarter, half, here what about 50, 75, now 12, 12 and a quarter, half, 12 and a half, at 12 and a half, 75, now 13, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, half, 13 and a half, 75 to 14, at 14, 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter, half, 14 and a half, at 14 and a half, here but about 50, 75, 14, 75 here to 15, 15, 15, but about 50, we get 15, sold at over 14, 75, but about 80 on 20. 30, 23, bull calf, right here on the bull calf here, right here, but about 14, 14, but about 14, 14, we get 14, we get 12, here, but about 12, 12, wow, quarter, 12, 12 and a quarter, here, we get $1,200 now, quarter, we get 12, 12 and a quarter, 12 here, we get 12 and a quarter, we get 12, 12 and a quarter, half, here, but about 50, we get 12, 50, 75, 12, 75, here, but about 75, 12, 75, 12, 50, we get 75, here, but about 75, down 13, 13, 13 a quarter, and now half, 13 and a half, 75 to 14, 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter, we get 14 a quarter, 14, we get 14 a quarter, sold at over 1,400, 49, 45, 27, 59. Bull calf, 27.59 on the bull calf here, but about 19. We get 19, quarter, we get 19, a quarter, we get 25.50, we get 19.50, 75, and now 2,000. Now quarter, but about quarter half here, but about 20.50, and now 75, 20, 75, 21, here, but about 21, 20, 80, now 90, 20, 90, 20, 90, we get 90, we get 90, we get 20, 90, 20, 90, 20, 90, we get 90, we get 90, sold at over 20, 80, put them on 58, 61. 24.99 bull calf, 24.99 on a bull calf. Retain, but I'm 15, 15, now quarter half. Here we get 15 and a half, 75, 16, 16, 16 a quarter, and now half, 16 and a half. Here we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 16, 50, 16, 50, we get 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 16, 50, sold at over 16, 25, 10, 31. 26.30. Bull calf, 26.30 on the bull calf, 15, 15, but about 15, a quarter half, here, but about 15 and a half, 75, and now 16, 16, 16, a quarter, now half, here, we get 16 and a half, 75, 16, 75, and 75, here, we get 16, 75, you want in, 16, 75, sold at over 16 and a half, 40 on one. 30.11, bull calf, 30.11 on the bull calf. 14, but about 14, 14, but about 14, 14, we get 14, we get 14, we get 13, 13, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter half, here, but about 50, 75 to 14, 14 a quarter half, hit 14 and a half, 75 to 15, 15, 15, but about 15, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 15, sold at over 14, 75, 49, 45, 26, 36, bull calf, 26, 36 on the bull calf. 14, but about 14, 14, but about 14, we get 14 quarter, and 14 a quarter half, here, but about 14 half, 75, 15, 15 a quarter, 50, get 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, and 15 a quarter half, here, but about 15, we get 50, we get 50, we get 15, 15, 15, 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, sold at over 15 a quarter, put them on 40 on 20. 24.97 bull calf, 24.97 on the bull calf. 15, but I'm on 15, 15, we get 15, we get 15, Tuesday 15, 15 a quarter, at 15 a quarter, 25, 50, we get 15, 15, now 75, 15, 75, 16, 16, 16 a quarter, and now half, here we get 16 and a half, 75, 16, 75, 75, here we get 16, 75, sold at over 16 and a half, 10, 31. 26, 35, bull calf, but I'm on 4, we get 400, we get 4, we get 4, we get 4, we get 4, we get 3, 3, 3, but I'm on 3, 3, 3, but I'm on 3, 2, 2, we get 2, we get 200 now, quarter, half, here, but I'm on 2 and a half, here, we get 250, 75, at 275, here, but I'm on 275, here, now 3, 3, 3, quarter, we get 3 and a quarter now, half, here, but I'm on 50, at 350, we get 350, 350, 75, 3, but I'm on 375, at 350, we get 375, here, but I'm on 375, 4, we get 4, we get 4, 4, we get 4, at 375, here, but I'm on 4, 375, here, but I'm on 4, 375, here, but I'm on 4, we get 4, we get 4, 375, here, but I'm on 4, sold up over 375. 27.88 bull calf, 27.88 on the bull calf, 15, 15, we get 15 a quarter, we get 15 a quarter half, now 75, 15, 75, 16, 16, 16 a quarter, and now half, 16 and a half, 75, 16, 75, 75, 16, 75, 16, now 70, at 16, 70, we get 70, we get 70, we get 70, 16, 70, now 80, at 80, we get 80, we get 80, 16, 80, now 90, 16, 90, now 17, at 17, 17, we get 17, we get 17, we get 17, sold at over 16, 90, 49, 45. 26-13 bull calf, 26-13 on the bull calf. 13, but I'm on 13, 13, we get 13, we get 30, we get 1,000, but I'm on 1,000, we get 1,000, time, but I'm on 1,000, we get 800. At 8 here, we get 8, we get 8 here, we get 8, we get 8, we get 8 here, now quarter. At $800 now quarter, we get 8 here, we get 8 a quarter, we get 8 a quarter half. Yeah, but I'm on 50, 75, 8, 75, 9, we get 9, we get 9 quarter, 9 a quarter half. Yeah, but I'm on 50, 75, 9, 75, 1,000 quarter. And I'll have, yeah, but I'm on 10, 50, 75, 10, 75, 11, 11 a quarter, 11 a quarter half. Yeah, but I'm on 50, 11, 50, 75. And I'll 12, here, but I'm at 12, 12, here, we get 12 now. Quarter, we get 12 and a quarter half, here, but I'm on 50, and now 75, 12, 75, 75, here, we get 12, 75, sold at over 12.50, 80 on one, 26.32. Bull calf, 26.32 on the bull calf. 3, 3, but I'm on 3, we get 3, we get 3, 3, 3, but I'm on 3, we get 300, we get 3, 2, 200, but I'm on 2, we get 2, 2, now quarter, we get 2, 2 and a quarter half, yeah, but I'm on 50, 75, 2, 75, 3, we get 3, we get 3, we get 3, quarter, 3 and a quarter now half, yeah, but I'm on 50, 75, 3, 75, 3, 75, now 4, we get 4, we get 4, now quarter, at 4, 4 and a quarter, Allen, here we get 4 and a quarter, at 4, 4 and a quarter, we get 4 and a quarter, 4 and a quarter, $400 now quarter, we get 4, 4 and a quarter, we get 4 and a quarter, sold at over 400, 12.32. 26.31 bull calf, 26.31 on the bull calf. 3, but about 3, but you get 3 quarter, but you get 3 and a quarter. $300 now quarter, but you get $300 now quarter, but you get 3 and a quarter, but you get 3 and a quarter. 3 and a quarter, but you get 3 and a quarter, but you get 3 and a quarter, but you get 3 and a quarter half. Yeah, but I'm 50, 350, 350 up here, gonna be 350. 350, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 3, but I'm 350, 75, 375, 375 here, but I'm 375 internet here, but you get 375. And out 4, but you get 400 now quarter, but you get 4 and a quarter, but you get 4 and a quarter Allen here, but you get 4 and a quarter. 4 and a quarter. Everybody get $400 now quarter. Everybody get 4 and a quarter now half. Everybody get 4 and a half. 4 and a half. Everybody get 4 and a half. 4 and a half. Everybody get 4 and a half. Everybody get 4 and a half. Sold at over 4 and a quarter. Allen wins. Buyer number 430 on that one. Allen wins 430. Yeah, 3008 bull calf, 3008 on the bull calf here. Right here, but I'm on 15, 15, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 14, 14, 14 a quarter half, 14 and a half, 75, and now 15, 15 a quarter, 15 and a half, 15 and a half, 75, 15, 16 quarter, 16 a quarter, but you get 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, but you get 16 a quarter, sold at over 1600, 40 on one. 3009 bull calf, 3009 on the bull calf, 15, 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 15, but you get 15, 15, but you get 15, but you get $1,500, but you get 15, 15, but you get 14, 14, 14, 14, 14, 14, but you get quarter, but you get 14 a quarter, now half, but you get 14 and a half, 75, 15, 15, now quarter, 15 a quarter, but you get 15 a quarter, half, 15 and a half, 75, 15, 75, 75 here in the 16, 16, 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, but you get 16, 16 a quarter, but you get 16 a quarter, but you get 16, 25. Sold at over 1600, 49, 45, 27, 61. Bull calf, 27, 61 on the bull calf here. But you get 15, 15, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 15, 15, but you get 15, but you get 15, but you get 15 a quarter, but you get 15 a quarter half, here, but you get 15 and a half, 75, 15, 75, 75, here, but you get 15, 75, 75, here, but you get 15, 75, 75. Sold at over 15 and a half, 10, 31. Yeah, 3007. Bull calf, 3007 on the bull calf. But about 15, 15, but you get 15, 15, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 14. 14 a quarter half, here, but you get 14 and a half, 75 to 15, 15 a quarter half, here, but you get 15 and a half, 75, 15, 75, 16, 16, 16, but you get 16, 15, 75, 16, 16 a quarter, but you get 16 a quarter half, here, but you get 16 and a half, 16 and a half, here, but you get 16 and a half. Sold at over 16 a quarter, 10, 31. 26.33. Bull calf, 26.33 on the bull calf here. Right there, but I'm on 15, 15, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 15, 15, but you get 15, but you get 14. And now quarter, but you get 14, a quarter half, here, but you get 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75, 15, 15 a quarter, 15, 15 a quarter, 15, 15 a quarter, but you get 15 a quarter, but you get 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, sold at over 1500, 49, 45. 2760 heifer, 2760 on a heifer here, 19, but about 19, but you get 19, but you get 19, but you get 19, but you get 19, 18, at 18, but you get 18, but you get 18, 17, 17, but you get 17, 17, a quarter half, here, but you get 17 and a half, that's 17 and a half, here, but you get 17 and a half, 75, now 18, 18, but you get 18, but you get 18, 17, 75, here, but you get 18, but you get 18, 17, 75, here, but you get 18, sold at over 17, 75, but I'm on 58.61 on one, 30.10. Bull calf, 30-10 on the bull calf. Right here, but I'm on 15, 15, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 15, but you get 15, 15, but I'm on 15, quarter, but you get 15, a quarter half, but you get 15 and a half, 75, 15, 75, 16, and now quarter, 16, a quarter, 16, a quarter, 16, 16, a quarter, sold at over 1600, 10, 31. 30-12 bull calf, 30-12 on a bull calf, but I'm on 15, but you get 15, but you get 15, but you get 14, 14, 14, but I'm on 13, 13 a quarter, at 13, 13 a quarter, but you get 13, 13 a quarter, but you get 13 a quarter, 13, 13 a quarter, but you get 13 a quarter, and I'll have 13 and a half, 75, 13, 75, 75 here, but I'm on 13, 75, and 75 here, but you get 13, 75, 75 here, but you get 13, 75, you want in, but you get 13, 75. Now 14, 14, 14 a quarter, at 14 a quarter, 14, 14 a quarter, sold at over 1400, 49, 45. Yeah, 24.96 bull calf, 24.96 on the bull calf. He would have been 12 here. But he get 12. 12. He would get 12. He would get 12. He would get 12. He would get 11. 1100. He would get 11. He would get 1,000. But about that, a quarter now half. He would have 10, 50, 75 here. Now 11 and a quarter. 11 and a quarter half. He would have 50, 75, 11, 75. Now 12. 12 here. Quarter. 12 and a quarter. 12 and a half. 75. 12, 75 here. Now 13, 13, 13. What about 13? 13, 13. What about 13? Now quarter. 13 and a quarter. 13 and a quarter half. 13 and a half. 13 and a half. He would get 13 and a half. half. Here we get 13 and a half. 13, she's a 13 and a half. At 13 and a half. 75. 13, 75, 75. Here we get 13, 75. Sold at over 13 and a half. 2060. Yeah, 30-13 heifer. 30-13 heifer. All right here. Right here. What on 8. What do you give 800? What do you give 8? 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 Here, what do you give 8? 6. Here, what do you give 6? Here, what do you give 6? Here, what do you give 7? What do you give 7? What do you give 7? What do you give 5? Hit 5 here. What on 5? Here, what on 500? Now quarter, half. Here, what on 550? 75. And now 6 here. Now quarter, 6 and a quarter, half. Here, what do you get 6 and a half? 75. 6, 75, 75. Here, what do you get 6? 75. And now 7. 7, what do you get 7, 7 and a quarter, 7 and a quarter, 7 and a quarter, 7 and a quarter, half. 7 and a half. 7 and a half. 75. At 7, 75. 8. What do you give 8? What do you give 800? What do you give 8? Now quarter, 8 and a quarter. At 8 here, what do you give 8 and a quarter, 8 and a quarter, 8 and a quarter, half. What on 50? At 850, what do you give 50? What do you give 50? What do you give 50? What do you give 850? Sold at over 825. Put them on number 8, 2762. Bull calf, right here, but I'm on 15, 15, what do you get 15, what do you get 15, 15, but I'm on 15, what do you get 14, at 14, 14, but I'm on 14, 14, what do you get 13, 13 quarter, what do you get 13 and a quarter, 13 and a half, 75 to 14, 14 and a quarter, at 14, 14 and a quarter, what do you get 14 and a quarter, 14, what do you get 14 and a quarter, at 14, 14 and a quarter, sold at over 1440, 945. 2606 bull calf, 2606 on the bull calf. But I'm on 18. What do you give 18? What do you give 18? What do you give 18? 17. 17. What do you get 17? 17. 17 and a quarter. And 17. 17 and a quarter. What do you get 17 and a quarter? 17 quarter half. Here, what do you get 17 and a half? 75. 18. What do you give 18? Quarter. 18 and a quarter. At 18. What do you give 18 and a quarter? 18. What do you give 18 and a quarter? 18. What do you give 18 and a quarter? Sold at over 1850. 861. At 3006. Heifer. 3006 on the heifer. Right here with them on. What do you get 17? 17, what do you get 17? What do you get 16? 16, 16, what do you get 16? What do you get 12? Here, what am on 12? At 12 quarter half. Here, what am on 12? 50, 75. Now 13, 13 and a quarter, 13 and a half. 75 to 14, 14 and a quarter, 14 and a half. At 14 and a half, 14 and a half, 75. 14, 75, 75. Here, what do you get 14, 75. At 14 and a half here, 14, 75, 75. Here, what do you get 75? Sold at over 14 and a half. 40 on 20. 2604. Bull calf, 2604 on the bull calf. And what about 19? What do you get 19? What do you get 19? 19, what do you give 18? At 18, what am on 18? What do you give 18? 18, what do you give 18? Turn them around here, what do you give 18? At 18, now quarter, what do you give 18 a quarter? And 18 a quarter half, what am on 18 and a half? 75, 18, 75 to 19. At 19, 19, what am on 19? 18, 75 here, what am on 19? What do you get 19? 19, sold at over 1875, 58, 61. 2789. Bull calf, 2789 on the bull calf. Here, what I'm on 15. 15, what do you get 50? What do you get 50? What do you get 50? What do you get 14? At 14, 14 a quarter, 14, 14, what do you get 14? 14, what do you get 14? 14, what I'm on 14 quarter. At 14, 14 a quarter, 14, 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter. At $1,400 now, quarter, what do you get 14 a quarter? Sold at over 1449, 45. 2844 bull calf, 2844 on the bull calf. What about 14? 14, what about 14? 14, what do you get 14? What do you get 13? At 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, what about 13? 12, here, what about 12? Quarter, half, here, what about 50, 75? At 12, 75, 13, 13, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter. And now half, here, what do you get 13 and a half? 75, 13, 75 to 14, 14 a quarter. At 14, 14 a quarter, 14, what do you get 14 a quarter? What do you get 14 a quarter? 14 a quarter. Sold at over 1449, 45. 2629 bull calf, 2629 bull calf. Here, what about 14? 14, what do you get 14? 14, what do you get 14? What do you get 14? What do you get 13? And now quarter, 13, 13 a quarter. What do you get 13 a quarter? At 13 quarter half. Here, what about 50? 75 to 14, 14 a quarter half, 14 and a half. Here, 14 and a half. Here, what do you get 14 and a half? 75, 14, 75, 75 here to 15. At 14, 75. Here, what about 50? What do you get 15? Sold at over 14, 75, 10, 31, 20. 2841 bull calf, 2841 on the bull calf. Right there, what about 14? 14, what about 14? 14, what do you get 14? 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 What do you get 13? And now quarter, what do you get the quarter half? What do you get 13 and a half? 75, 13, 75 to 14, 14 a quarter. And now half, 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75, 75. Here, what do you get 14? 75. Sold at over 14 and a half, 49, 45. 2845 bull calf, 2845 on a bull calf, 14, 14, what about 14? Quarter, what do you get 14 a quarter? What do you get 14 a quarter? At 14, 14 a quarter, what do you get 14 a quarter? What do you get quarter half? Here, what do you get 14 and a half? 75, 14, 75 here to 15, 15, what about 15? At 14, 75 here, what about 50? What do you get 50? What do you get 15? Sold at over 14, 75, what about 49, 45. 28.47 bull calf out of 10 but about 14 but about 14 we get 13 12 here but about 12 here we get 12,000 a thunder we get down but about thunder we get 1,000 but about thunder we get down we get 1,000 we give 800 at 8 here but about 8 we give 8 quarter we give 800 on a half but about 50 at 850 we give 50 we give 850 75 875 here 9 we get 9 we get 9 we get 9 quarter 9 a quarter now half here we get 950 75 975 here we get 1,000 and now quarter but about 10 a quarter we get 10 a quarter 10 a quarter we get 10 a quarter we get 10 a quarter 10 a quarter, we get 10 a quarter, sold it over 1,000 and put them on 2060. 28.39 bull calf, 28.39 on the bull calf. Right here in this name, about 15, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 14, what about 14, 14, what about 14, we get 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, we get 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter half, what about 13 a half, 75 to 14 a quarter and a half, 14 a half, 14, 50, 75 here, what about 14, 75, 14, 75 here, we get 14, 75, sold it over 14.50. 10.31 28.40 bull calf 28.40 on the bull calf. Hey, what about 14 we get 14 we get 14 we get 13 and now quarter 13 a quarter half. Hey, what about 50 and now 75 then what about 75 to 14 a quarter half 14 a half hey, 14 50 we get 50 75 14 75 15 what about 15 15 we get 15 we get 15 sold it over 14 75 put them on 49 45 20 28.46 bull calf 28.46 on the bull calf. Here, what about 12? Here, we get 1,200. Here, we get 12. And 12 here, what about 12 quarter? Here, we get 12 and a quarter. And I'll have here, what about 50? 75, 13 a quarter half. Here, what about 13 and a half? 75, 13, 75. And 75 to 14. What about 14 quarter? Now half. Here, we get 14 and a half. 75 and 14, 75 here. Now 15 a quarter. 15 a quarter. Sold at over 1,500. 40 on one. 28.55 bull calf 28.55 on the bull calf. Right here. Here we get about 12. Here we get 1,200. We get 12. Here we get 1,000. But about 1,000. What about 1,000? We get 10. What about 1,000? We get 1,000. We get 10. What about 900? And now quarter 90. We get 9 quarter half 75. And now 1,000 quarter. But about 10 a quarter at 10.50. We get 50 75. 10.75. Now 11. Now quarter. Now half. 11.50. Now 75. 11.75. 12. Here we get 12. Here we get 12. And 12 here. What about 12? Here we get 12. Here we get 12. Here we get 12. 12 quarter. At 12 and a quarter half. Here we get 12.50. 75. 12.75 here. Now 13 a quarter. And now half 13 and a half here we get 13.50 sold at over 13 a quarter put them on 80 on 20 28.34 bull calf 28.34 on the bull calf and 15 what about 15 we get 50 we get 50 what about 14 at 14 what about 14 we get 14 quarter at 14 a quarter we get 14 a quarter 14 a quarter half 14 a half 75 and now 15 we get 50 we get 15 we get 15 sold at over 14.75 10.31 28.56 bull calf 28.56 on the bull calf. What about 15? 15 we get 50 we get 15 we get 14 what about 14? 14 what about 14 we get 14 we get 14 quarter 14 a quarter half 14 a half 75 14 what about 15 what about 15 15 we get 15 quarter 15 a quarter 15 a half and now 75 15 what about 16 we get 16 15 what about 16 sold it over 15.75 but I'm on 40 on one. 28.43 bull calf 28.43 on the bull calf. What about 13 what about 13 what about 13 we get 13 12 what about 12 at 12 we get 12 what about 12 quarter we get 12 and a quarter we get 12 and a quarter 12 and a half at 12.50 75 12.75 here now 13 a quarter at 13 a quarter we get 13 a quarter half. What about 13 and a half 75 75 here we get 13.75 at 13.75 here. What about 75 to 14 a quarter and now half 14 a half here we get 14 a half sold it over 14 a quarter 10.31 28.54 Bull calf, 28.54 on the bull calf. Right here we go on this one. Right here, but I'm 12. Here we get 1200. Here we get 12. Here, but I'm 12. Here we get 12. Here we get 12. Here, but I'm 12. Here we get 12. Here we get 12. 11. 11. Here we get 10. But I'm 1,000. But I'm 1,000. Here we get 1,000 and a quarter. But I'm 10 a quarter half. Here, but I'm 50. 10, 50, 75 here now. 11. 11. Here we get 11 here now. Quarter. 11 and a quarter half. Here, but I'm 50. 75. 11. 75. 12. And now quarter. 12 and a quarter half. Here, but I'm 10 and a half. 75. Now 13. 13 and a quarter. And now half. Here, but about 50. 75. 13. 75 to 14. 14. 14. But about 14. Sold it over 13. 75. But I'm on 80 on 20. 28, 30, 28, 38, bull calf, hit 15, 15, but about 15, 15, we get 15, we get 15, we get 14, 14, 14, but about 14, 14, we get 13, 13, 13 quarter, 13 a quarter half, here, but about 13 and a half, 75 to 14, 14, 14 a quarter, and I'll have 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75 here to 15, 15, 15, now quarter, and 15 a quarter half, here, we get 15 and a half, 15 and a half, here, we get 15 and a half, 15 and a half, here, we get 15 and a half, here, we get 15 and a half, sold it over 15 a quarter, 10, 31. 28, 52, bull calf, 28, 52 on the bull calf, here, but about 3, we get 3, we get 3, we get 3, 2, 2, but about 2, we get 200, we get 2, and now quarter, but about 2, 2 and a quarter half, here, but about 2, 50, 75, Allen, here, we get 275, and 275, 75 here, now 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 quarter, we get 3 and a quarter, Allen, here, we get 3 and a quarter, 3, 3 and a quarter, we get 3, 3 and a quarter, 3 and a quarter half, here, but about 350, 75, Allen, 375, 375 here, but about 375, 4, we get 4, we get 400, here, we get 4, 375 here, but about 4, 375 here, but about 4, we get 4, we get 4, 375 here, but about 4, we get 4, we get 4, sold it over 375, Allen's Way, 430 is a buyer, 430. 24.95 bull calf, 24.95 on a bull calf, 15. 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 14, 14 a quarter, we get 14, 14 a quarter, 14, 14 a quarter, $1,400 now quarter, we get 14, 14 a quarter half, 14 and a half, 75 to 15, 15, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter half, here we get 15 and a half, 15 and a half, here we get 15 and a half, sold it over 15 a quarter, 10, 31. 28, 36, bull calf, right here we get in, but about 15, 15, we get 50, we get 50, we get 14, 14, 14, but about 14, we get 14, 14, but about 14, we get 13, 13 quarter, we get 13 a quarter, 13, 13 a quarter half, but about 50, 75, 13, 75 to 14, 14, 14 a quarter, we get 14 a quarter, 14, 14 a quarter, now half, here we get 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75, 15, 15, 15, 14, 75, here but about 15, we get 15, sold it over 14, 75, but I'm 40 on 1. 28.37 heifer, 28.37 on a heifer. Right here, but I'm on 19. We get 19. We get 19. We get 18. 18. We get 18. We get 18. 18. We get 18. We get 18. 17. 17. 17. We get 17. 17. 17. We get 17. 17. 16. Tuesday 16 a quarter. An hour half. 16 and a half. 17. 17 a quarter. 17 a quarter. An hour half. 17 and a half. 17 and a half. Here we get 17 and a half. 17 and a half. 75. Here we get 75. 75. 75. 75. Here we get 60. 70. We get 17. 70. Now 80. Now 90. 70. 90. Now 18. 18 a quarter. 18 a quarter. At 18. 18 a quarter. Everybody give 18. 18 a quarter. Sold at over 1858. 61 on 1. 28.53. Bull calf, 28.53 on a bull calf. But about 13, 13, 13, but about 13, 13, 13 a quarter. 13, 13 a quarter. We get 13 a quarter half. Yeah, but about 50. We get 13, 50, 75 down 14, 14, 14 a quarter half. At 14 a quarter half. Here we get 14 and a half. 75, 14, 75, 15, 15, 15 a quarter. At 15, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter half. 15 and a half, 15 and a half. Here we get 15 and a half. Sold at over 15 a quarter. 10, 31. 28.51. Bull calf at 28.51 on the bull calf here, but about 300 at 333, but about 3. We get 300 here, but about 3. We get 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 3. 2, 2, 2. Now quarter at 2 and a quarter, but about 2 and a quarter half. Yeah, but about 250. 75, 275, 3. We do, but about 3. 300 now 3. 3 quarter. Now half. But about 350. At 350. We get 50. We get 50. 75, 375, 75. Here we get 375. 350. We get 375 here, but about 375. Sold up over 350. Put them on 12.32. 12.32. Angus and Murray Gray on a heifer. Right here, but about 15. 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 15. 15, but about 50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 14. 14, but about 14. 14, 14, but about 13. 13, 13, 13, 13, but about 13. 13, 13, 13. 13, 12, 12, quarter. 12 and a quarter half. Yeah, but about 12, 50, 75. 12, 75. Here, but about 12, 75, 13. And now quarter. 13 a quarter. 13 a quarter. 13 a quarter half. Yeah, but about half. 75. 13, 75, 75. Here we get 13, 75, 75 to 14. And now quarter. 14 a quarter, 14 and a half, now 75, 14, 75, 15, 15, 15, 14, 75, here, but about 15, 15, 15, quarter, 15 a quarter, and now half, 15 and a half, here, but get 15 and a half, 15 and a half, 75, 15, 75, 16, 16, 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, but get 16 a quarter, sold at over 1658, 61 on one. 2782. Bull calf, 2782 on the bull calf here, but about 14, 14, but about 14, 14, but you get 14, but you get 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, but about 13, 13, 12, here, but about 1200 now, quarter, but you get 12, 12 and a quarter, 12, 12 and a quarter, but about 12, 12 and a quarter, but you get 12 and a quarter, 12, 12 and a quarter, but you get 12 and a quarter, half, 12, 50, 75, 12, 7, about 13, 13, 13 and a quarter, now half, 13 and a half, 75, 13, 75, 75, so but about 13, 75, 13 and a half, here, but you get 13, 75, sold it over 13 and a half, 49. 45. 2780. Bull calf, 2780 on the bull calf. 15, 15, but about 15. 15, 15, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 14, 14 a quarter. Then 14 a quarter, 14 and a half. 75, 15, 15, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, 15 and a half. 15 and a half, 75 here, but you get 15, 75. 75 here, but you get 15, 75. 75, sold it over 15, 50. 49, 45. 2783. Bull calf, 2783 on the bull calf. But about 13, 13, but about 13, 13, 13, but you get 13, but you get 13, but you get 11. $1,100, but you get 11, but you get about 1,000, but about $1,000, but you get 1,000, but you get 1,000, but about $1,000, but you get 1,000, but you get 800. At 8 here, but about 8, but you get 8 here, but you get 8, but you get 8 here now, quarter. At $800 now, quarter, but you get 8 and a quarter, half here, 75, 8, 75, 9, but you get 9, but you get 9, quarter, 9 and a quarter, half here, but 150, 75, 9, 75, here, but you get 1,000. $1,000, but you get 1,000, $1,000, but you get 1,000, but you get 1,000, $1,000, but you get 1,000. Sold at over 975. 20, 60. Put them on 20, 60. 28, 48 heifer, 28, 48 on the heifer here, but I'm on 3, but you get 3, but you get 3, but you get 3, but you get 2, 10, but I'm on 2, 200 here, but I'm on 2, but you get 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 2, 100 here, but I'm at 1 now, quarter, and 1 1/4 half here, but I'm on 150, 75, 172, but you get 200 now, quarter, and now half here, but I'm on 250, 250, but you get 50, but you get 250, 250, gotta be 250, 75, 275, 3, but I'm on 3, but you get 3, but you get 3, 275 here, but I'm on 3, 3, 3 and a quarter, 3 and a quarter, 3 and a quarter, 3 and a quarter now, half here, but I'm on 350, 350, but you get 50, but you get 350, but I'm on 50, but you get 50, but you get 350, 325, but I'm on 350, but you get 350, sold at over 325, 2060, 2802. Bull calf, 2802 on the bull calf here. Right here, but I'm on 13, 13, 13, 13, but I'm on 13, 13, but you get 12 here, but I'm on 12 here, but I'm on 1200 here, but you get 12, 12 here, but you get 12 here, but I'm on 12 here, but you get 12 here, but you get 11, 1100, but you get 11, quarter, half here, but I'm on 50, 75, down 12, 12, down, quarter, half here, but I'm on 12, 50, 75, 13, 13, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, 13 and a half here, but I'm on 50, 13, 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, 75, 13, 75, 13, 50, 75, 13, 75 here, but you get 13, 75, sold at over 13, 50, 49, 45, 28, 28. Bull calf, 28, 28 on the bull calf. Right there. Here we go. Listen at right about 19. What do you get 19? 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 18. At a quarter. What do you get 18? A quarter half. But I'm on 50. At 18, 50. What do you get 50? What do you get 50? 75, 18, 75, 75, 75, 19. What do you get 19? Quarter. What do you get 19? A quarter half. Here. What do you get 19? Half. 75. 19, 75 here. What do you get 2,000? 2,000. 1980. Down 90. 90. What do you get 90? What do you get 90? 1990. Down 2,000. But about 2,000. What do you get 2,000? 2,000. What about 2? What do you get 2? What do you get 2? What do you get 2? Sold. Number 1990, 5861, 2830. Bull calf, 2830 on the bull calf, 19, but about 9, 2000, 10, but about quarter, but you get 20, quarter half, here, but about 20, 50, 75, 20, 75, 75, here, but you get 20, 75, 60, now 70, 20, 70, now 80, at 80, but you get 80, but you get 80, but you get 20, 80, but you get 80, but you get 80, but you get 80, now 90, 20, 90, 29, but you get 29, but you get 29, but you get 20, 90, 20, 90, sold at over 2080, 58, 61, 2805. Bull calf, 2805 on the bull calf. Right here, but I'm on 5 here, but I'm on 5 here, but I get 5 here, but I get 5, 3, 3, but I'm on 3, but I get 3, but I get 3, but I get 3, 2, quarter, 2, 2 and a quarter, half, yeah, but I'm on 250, but I get 50, but I get 50, but I get 250, 75, 275, now 3, but I'm on 3, quarter, 3 and a quarter, but I get 3 and a quarter, 3, 3 and a quarter, but I get $300 now, quarter, but I get 3, 3 and a quarter, but I get 3 and a quarter, right there, 3, 3 and a quarter, 3, 3 and a quarter, but I get 3 and a quarter, sold at over 300, put them on 2060. 28, 27, Heifer, 28, 27. Heifer, right here. Here we go. Everybody get 17. 17, everybody get 17. 17, everybody get 17. 16, 16, 16 a quarter. 16, 16 a quarter. 16 and a half. 75, 16, 75, 17 quarter. Everybody get 17 a quarter. 17, 17 a quarter. Everybody get 17 a quarter. 17, 17 a quarter. Sold at over 1700. 40 on 20. 2803. Bull calf, 2803 on the bull calf, 15. 15, but I'm on 15. 15, everybody get 50, everybody get 15. 15, everybody get 15. She's a 15. 14, 14 a quarter, half. Everybody get fast. 17, now 15. 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, 15 and a half. 75, 15, 75, 16. 16, 16, 16. 15, 75, everybody get 16. Everybody get 16. 15, 75, everybody get 16. Sold at over 15, 75. 10, 31. 27, 81. Heifer, 2781 on the heifer. Right there. Here we go. But I'm on 12. Here we get 1200. But I'm on 12. Hit 12 here. But I'm on 12. Here we get 12. Here we get 1000. But I'm on 10. Everybody get 1000. Everybody get 800. Everybody get 8. Everybody get 8. Everybody get 8. Everybody get 800. Everybody get 8. 7. Everybody get 7. Everybody get 7. Everybody get 7. Everybody get 5. Hit 5 here. But I'm on 5 here. But I'm on 5 here. But I'm on 5. 3. 3. 3. 3. But I'm on 3. Everybody get 300. Everybody get 3. 2. 2. But I'm on 2. Everybody get 200 now quarter. Everybody get 2. 2 and a quarter. But I'm on 2 and a quarter. Now half. 2 and a half. 75. 2. 75. 3. 3. But I'm on 3. 3 and a quarter. Everybody get 3 and a quarter to 3 and a half. Hit 3 and a half. Everybody on 3 and a half. Everybody get 3 and a half. 3 and a half. Everybody get 3 and a half. Everybody get 3 and a half. 75. 3. 75. 4. But about 4. 4 and a quarter. Hit 4. 4 and a quarter. Everybody get 4 and a quarter. 4. 4 and a quarter. Everybody get 4 and a quarter. 4. 4 and a quarter. Sold at over 400. 8. 4. 8. 7. 2806. And the bull calf here, 2,000. But I'm on 2 down. Everybody get 2. 2. But I'm on 2. Everybody get 2. Everybody get 19. A 19 a quarter. Everybody get 19. 19 a quarter. A 19 a quarter. Everybody get 19 a quarter. Ain't look a 19 a quarter half. Everybody on 19 and a half. 75. 19. 75. Everybody get 2,000. 2 down. Everybody get 2,000. Quarter. But about 20 quarter now half. Everybody about 20 50. 75. 20 75. At 20 75. 75. 75. Everybody get 20 75. 20 75. 20 60. Now 70. At 20 70. Everybody get 70. Everybody get 70. Everybody get 70. Everybody get 70. Sold at over 20 60. 58 61. 2784 heifer. 2784 on a heifer. Here we go. Right there. Here we go. Everybody on 10. Everybody on 8. Everybody give 800. Everybody give 8. Everybody give 8. Everybody give 8. 5. Everybody on 5. Everybody on 500 now quarter. Everybody get 5. 5 and a quarter. Hit 5. 5 and a quarter. Everybody get 5 and a quarter. 5 and a half. Everybody on 5. 50. 75. 5. 75. 75. Everybody get 5. 75. 6. Everybody get 6. That's 6 here and a quarter. 6 and a quarter. Half. Everybody get 6 and a half. Everybody get 6 and a half. Everybody get 6 and a half. That's 6 and a half. Everybody get 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 6 and a half. 6 and a half. Everybody get 6 and a half. 6 and a half. Sold. Whatever's 6 and a quarter. Put them on. Is it 2060? 2060. 28 29 heifer. 28 29 on a heifer. Albert but I'm at 9. Everybody get 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 9. 7. Everybody get 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 5. Hit 5 here and a quarter. Half. Everybody get 5 and a half. 75 here. Now 6. Now quarter. Half. Everybody get 6 and a half. 75. Now 7. 7. Now quarter. And now half. Everybody get 7 and a half. 75. 8. Everybody get 8. Everybody get 8. Now quarter. Now half. Everybody on 8. 50. 75. 8. 75. 8. 75. Now 9. And now quarter. 9 and a quarter. Half. Everybody get 9. 50. 75. 9. 75. Everybody get 1,000. And now quarter. 10 a quarter. 10 a quarter. Now everybody on 10. 10 a quarter. 10 a quarter. Everybody get 10 a quarter. Half. Everybody on 10. 50. 75. 10. 75 here. Now 11. 11 now quarter. 11 a quarter. 1100 now quarter. Everybody 11 a quarter. Sold at over 1100. 80 on 20. 2808 heifer. 2808 on a heifer. Right here. Here we go. Everybody on 19. Everybody get 19. Everybody get 19. Everybody get 19. 18. Everybody give 1800. Everybody give 18. 17. 17 quarter. Everybody get 17 quarter now. Half. Everybody get 17 now. 75 here. Everybody get 17. 75. 75. 75. 75. 18. Everybody give 18. Everybody give 18 quarter. 18 a quarter. At 18. Everybody give 18 a quarter. 18 a quarter. Half. Everybody give 18 a half. 18 a half. Everybody give 18 a half. At 18 a half. Everybody give 18. 30. 40. 40. 40. Everybody get 40. Everybody get 40. Everybody get 40. Everybody get 40. Sold at over 18. 30. Put them on. 80 on 2. 28 35 bull calf. 28 35 on a bull calf. 15 15. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 14 14 14 quarter. And now half. 75 to 15 15 a quarter. 15 a quarter. 15 a quarter. Everybody get 15 15 a quarter. At 15 15 a quarter. Half. 15 a half. 75 15 75 75. Sold at over 15 50. 40 on 1. 2804. Bull calf, 2804 on the bull calf, 15, 15 a quarter, everybody get 15, 15 a quarter, at 15, 15 a quarter, everybody get 25, 25 here, everybody 25, 50, everybody get 15, 50, 75, 15, 75, 16, 16, 16, everybody get 16, 16 a quarter, everybody get 16 a quarter, everybody get 25 here, now 25, 50, 16, 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, sold at over 16, 25, 40 on 1. 20, 28, 31, bull calf, 28, 31 on the bull calf, here, but about 15, at 15 a quarter and a half, here we get 15 and a half, 75, 15, 75, 16, 16 a quarter, at 16, 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, we get 16 a quarter, sold at over 1600, 40 on one, 28, 42. Bull calf, 28, 42 on a bull calf. Retain, but I'm 12. Here we get 1200. Here we get 12. Here we get 12. Here we get 1200. We get 12,000. But I'm on 1000. We get 1000. We get 1000. We get 800. At 8 here now, quarter half. Here, but I'm on 850. We get 50. 75 here now, 9. We get 9. We get 9. We get 9. We get 9. 8 75 here. We get 9. At 8 75 here. We get 9. 9. We get 9. We get 900. We get 9. 8 75 here. We get 9. 9 quarter. We get 9 quarter. We get 9 quarter. At 9 9 a quarter. 9 here. We get 9. We get 9 quarter. 9 a quarter. 9 here. We get 9 quarter. Half here. We get 950. At 950. We get 50. We get 50, we get 9, 50, we get 9, 50. Sold at over 925, 2060, 30, 30. Heifer on a heifer, 30, 30. Here we go there. Right here, but I'm on 17. 17, we get 17. 17, we get 17, 16. 16, we get 16, 16, 16, we get 16, we get 15. 15, 15, but I'm on 15. We get 15, we get 14. 14, 14, a quarter half. Hit 14 and a half. 75, 15, 15, a quarter half. 15 and a half. Hit 15, 50. We get 50, we get 50, we get 15, 50. At 15, 50, 75, 15, 75 here in the 16, 16, 16, 16, but I'm on 16. At 16, 16, we get 16. 16, 16, we get 16. 15, 75 here, but I'm on 16. Sold at over 1575, 5861 on one. 30, 29, heifer, 30, 29, heifer. Retain, but I'm on 17. So when you get 17, somebody would get 17, 16, 16 quarter. That's 16, 16 a quarter. You would get 16 a quarter, half, 16 and a half, 75, 16, 75, 17, 17 a quarter, half. You would get 17, 50, 75, 17, 75, 75. Here would get 17, 75, 60, 70, 17, 70, 7 would get 7, would get 7, would get 17, 70, now 80, now 90, 17, 90, 17, 90, now 18, would give 18, would give 18. Sold at over 17, 90, 40 on 20. 30, 44, heifer, 30, 44 on a heifer here, 17, 17 quarter, 17 a quarter, we get 25, 17, 25, 25, here we get 17, 25, 25, here we get 25, sold at over 1700, 40 on 20, 30, 49, bull calf, and but about 15, 15, we get 15, 15, we get 15 a quarter, and 15 a quarter, we get 25, 25 here, but about 25, 50, we get 50, 75, 15, 75, 16, 16 down quarter, 16 a quarter, and 16, 16 a quarter, we get 16 a quarter, we get 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, yes or no, we get 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, sold at over 1600, 49, 45. 30, 38, heifer, 30, 38 on a heifer. Retain, but I'm on 3, but I'm on 3, 3, 3, but I'm on 3. We get 3, we get 300, but I'm on 3, we get 3, we get 3, we get 2, 2, but I'm on 2, we get 2, but I'm on 2, we get 2, we get 2, we get 2, 2 quarter, at 2, 2 and a quarter, we get 2 and a quarter, 2, 2 and a quarter, we get 2 and a quarter, and now half here, right there, 2, 2 and a quarter, but I'm on 2, 2 and a quarter, now half here, we get 250, 75, 275, at 275, 275, 3, 3 quarter, we get 3 and a quarter, now half, but I'm on 350, at 350, 75 here in the pool, we get 400 here, but I'm on 4, 4, now quarter, 4 and a quarter, 4, 4 and a quarter, everybody get 4 and a quarter now, half, everybody get 4 and a half, 4 and a half, everybody get 4 and a half, at 4 and a half, 75, 4, 75 here to 5, here, but I'm on 5, 5 now, quarter, 5 and a quarter, 5, 5 and a quarter, everybody get 5 and a quarter, 5, 5 and a quarter, everybody get 5 and a quarter, 5, everybody get 5 and a quarter, 5 and a quarter, half, 550, everybody get 550, everybody get 550, everybody get 550, everybody get 550, 530, 40, everybody get 540, 540, 50, everybody get 550, everybody get 550, 75, 5, 75, 6 now, quarter, at 6 and a quarter, everybody get 60, everybody get 6 and a quarter, sold up over 600, put them on 84, 87. 30, 33. Heifer, 30, 33 on a heifer. Right here, but I'm at 9, but you get 9, but you get 8, but I'm on 7, 7, but you get 7, but you get 700, but you get 7, 7, but you get 7, but you get 7, 7, but you get 7, but you get 700, but you get 7, but you get 7, but you get 7, but you get 7, but you get 6, and now quarter, and now half, everybody gets 6 and a half, 7 to 5, now 7, 7, now quarter, 7 to quarter, 9, now quarter, now half, everybody get 950, and 950, but you get 50, but you get 950, 7 to 5, 9, 7 to 5, everybody get $1,000, now quarter, but 10, 10 a quarter, half, but I'm on 50, 7 to 5, 10, 7 to 5, now 11, and now quarter, 11 a quarter, half, but I'm on 50, 11 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 11 50, 11 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, sold at over 1125, put them on 80 on 1, 80 on 1, 30, 34, 34 to 30, 34. Bull calf, right here, right there, right there, about 9, everybody get 9, about 9, everybody get 9, everybody get 7, everybody get 7, everybody get 7, 7 and now quarter, 7, 7 a quarter, everybody get 7, 7 a quarter, everybody get 7 a quarter, 7, 7 a quarter, $700 now quarter, everybody get 7, 7 a quarter, everybody get 7 a quarter, 7, 7 a quarter, everybody get 7, 7 a quarter, everybody get 7 a quarter, Tuesday 7 a quarter, 7 a quarter, half, yeah, about 7 and a half, 75, 7, 75, everybody get 75, 8, everybody give 8, everybody give 8, here, everybody give 8, and now quarter, 8 and a quarter, 8 and a quarter, half, yeah, about 50, 75, 8, 75, 9, everybody get 9, everybody get 9, quarter, half, and 950, 75, 9, 75, here, everybody get 1,000, Everybody get 1,000. 975 here. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 1,000. Sold at number 975. 20, 60. 30, 45. Bull calf, 30, 45 on the bull calf here at the what about 19? What do you get 19, 19, 18 quarter. At 18, 18 a quarter. Everybody give $1,800 now quarter. Everybody give 18, 18 a quarter. At now half. Everybody give 18 a half. 75, 18, 75, 75 here. Everybody get 19. A 19 quarter. Everybody get 19 a quarter half. Everybody get 19, 50. Everybody get 50. Everybody get 50. 19, 50, 75, 19, 75. A 19, 75, 2,000. Now quarter. But about 2. Everybody get 2, 25, 10, 20. 10. What about 20, 30? But about 30, 40. Everybody get 10. What about 40, 50? Everybody get 20, 50, 60. 20, 60, everybody get 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 60. Sold at over 20, 50, 58, 61. 30, 27, bull calf, 30, 27 on the bull calf. Right there, but I'm on. Everybody get 15, everybody get 15, 15 a quarter. 15, 15 a quarter, 15 a half. 75, 15, 75, 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a half. 75, and now 17, 17 a quarter. 17 a quarter, 17 a quarter, 17, 17 a quarter. 17, everybody get 17 a quarter, 17 right there. Got to be 17 a quarter, everybody get 17 a quarter. Sold at over 1,700. 58, 61 on one. 30, 39, bull calf, 30, 39 on the bull calf. 15, but I'm on 15, 15, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 12 here, but I'm on 12 here, but I'm on 12 here, everybody get 12 here, everybody get 1,000. Everybody get 1,000, everybody get 1,000, 1,000, everybody get 1,000, but I'm on 1,000, everybody get 1,000, everybody get 800. At 8 here, but I'm on 8, everybody get 8, everybody get 8, everybody get 8, everybody get 8, 6 here, but I'm on 6 here and a quarter, 6 and a quarter half here, but I'm on 6 and a half, 75, now 7, 7, everybody get 7, 7 and a quarter, 7 and a quarter half here, but I'm on 7 and a half, 75 here, everybody get 7, 75, 8, everybody get 8, everybody get 8 now quarter. At 8 here, but I'm on 8 and a quarter, 8 here, everybody get 8 and a quarter, at now half, 8 and a half, 75, now 9, everybody get 9 and a quarter, half, everybody get 950, 950, 950, 950, 75, 975, here, everybody get 1,000, now quarter, but I'm 10, everybody get 10 and a quarter, half, here, but I'm on 1050, 75, 1075, got to be 1075, at 1075 here, now 11, 11 and a quarter, 11 and a quarter, 11 and a quarter, half, here, but I'm on 50, 1150, everybody get 50, 75, now 12, at 12, now quarter, everybody get 12 and a quarter, everybody get 12 and a quarter, now half, here, but I'm on 1250, 1250, everybody get 1250, GC 1250, 1250, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 1250, Mervyn, everybody get 1250, 1250, everybody get 1250, 75, 12, 75, 12, 75, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13 a quarter, 13, 13 a quarter, 13, 13 a quarter, 13, 13 a quarter, sold at over 1,300, but I'm on 58, 61 on 2, 58, 61 on 2. 38, 26, bull calf, 30, 26 on the bull calf. Right here, but I'm says 17, somebody would get 17, somebody would get 17, somebody would get 15, 15, 15, but I'm on 50, would get 50, would get 50, would get 50, would get 13, 13, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, 13 a half, here, but I'm on 50, 75, 13, 75 to 14, 14 a quarter, 14 a half, 14 a half, 75 to 15, 15, 15, would get 15, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter half, here, would get 15 a half, 75, 15, 75, here, would get 16, 16, 16, 16, would get 16, 16, 16, would get 16, sold at over 15, 75, but I'm on 40 on 20. 30, 37, bull calf, 30, 37 on a bull calf. Retain, but I'm on 8, but give 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 6, but I'm on 6 here, but give 6, but give 6, but give 5, hit 5 here, quarter, but give 5 here, but I'm on 5 and a quarter, hit 5, 5 and a quarter, but I'm on $500 now, quarter, but give 5 here, but I'm on 5 and a quarter, 5, 5 and a quarter, but give 5 and a quarter, 5 and a half, hit 5, 50, 75, hit 5, 75 here, now 6, here, but give 60, but give 6 and now quarter, 6 and a quarter, 6 and a quarter, half, here, but give 6 and a half, 75, 6, 75, 6, 75 here, but give 6, 75, 6 and a half, you're going to get 675, you're going to get 675, sold at over 6 and a half, put them on 27.95, 27.95, 28.70. On the bull calf, 28.70 on the bull calf. Right here we go on this one. Right there, but I'm on 15, 15, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 14, 14, 14 a quarter, but you get 14, 14 a quarter, 14, 14 a quarter, but you get 25, but I'm on 25, 25, 50, but you get 14, 50, 75, and now 15, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, and now half, 15 a half, 75, 15, 75, 75 here in the 16, 16, 16, 16, 15, 75, 16, 15, 80, now 90, 15, 90, now 16, 16, 10, but I'm on 10, 20, 16, 20, 20, 30, but about 30, but you get 30, 40, but about 40, but you get 40, but you get 40, 16, 40, but you get 40, but you get 40, but you get 40, but you get 40, sold at over 16, 30, but I'm on 10, 31. Yeah, 28.64. Bull calf, 28.64 on the bull calf, 15, 15, but I'm on 15, but you get 50, 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 but you get 14, 14, quarter, half, here, but you get 14 and a half, 75, at 14, 75, 15, $1,500, but you get 15, 15, 15, but I'm on 15, 15, but you get 15, but you get 15, but you get 15, sold at over 14, 75, 10, 31, 28.65. Bull calf, retain, but about 15. 15, but to get 15, but to get 15. Quarter, 15, but to get 15 a quarter. Now half, here, but to get 15 a half. 75, 15, 75, 75 here in the 16, 16 quarter. And now half, here, but to get 16 a half. 16 a half, she's a half, here, but to get 16 a half. That's 16 a half, here, but to get 16 a half. Sold at over 16 a quarter, 40 on one. 28.69 bull calf, 28.69 on the bull calf. I'm put them on 15, 15, but to get 15. 15, but to get 50, but to get 50, but to get 15, 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 15, but to get 15, but to get 14. At 14, 14 a quarter, but to get $1,400 now, quarter half, but to get 14 a half, 75. And now 15, 15, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, 15, 15 a quarter. At 15, but to get 15 a quarter, but to get 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, sold at over 1,500, 49.45. 28.60 bull calf, 28.60 on the bull calf. And but about 15, 15, but to get 50, but to get 50, but to get 15, but to get 14. At 14 quarter, but to get $1,400 now, quarter, but to get 14, 14 a quarter. At 14 a quarter now half, here to get 14 a half. 75, 14, 75, 75 here to 15, 15, 15, 15 a quarter. At 15, 15 a quarter, but to get 15, 15 a quarter, you want in, but to get 15 a quarter. At 15 a quarter, but to get 15 a quarter, you want in, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, sold at over 1,500, 10.31. Here, I thought you wanted in, Vernon. 28.62 on the bull calf. But about 15, 15, but to get 15, but to get 15, but to get 14. 14, 14 a quarter. And 14, 14 a quarter, 14 a half, 75 to 15, 15, 15 a quarter. And 15, but to get 15 a quarter, half, 15 a half, 15 a half here, now 75, 15, 75, 75 here, but to get 60, 70, 70, but to get 70, but to get 70, but to get 15, 70. At 15, 70, but to get 70, but to get 70, but to get 70, but to get 70, sold at over 15.60, 10.31. Yeah, 28.07 bull calf, 28.07 on the bull calf. Retain, but about 2,000. But to get 2, but about 2, 2, but about 2, but to get 2, but to get 2,000. 2018 quarter half at 18 and a half, 75. 18, 75 here, 19 quarter, 19 a quarter half, 19 and a half, 75. 19, 75, 2,000. But about quarter, but to get 25, 25, 50. 50, 75, 20, 75, 21 now, quarter, but to get 21 a quarter. 21, 21 a quarter, but to get 21 now, quarter, but to get 21 a quarter, 21 a quarter. Sold it over 2,100, 58.61. 28.61 on the bull calf. Right here, here we get anybody on saying, but to get 17, 17, but to get 17, somebody but to get 16, 16, 16, 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, but to get 16 a quarter, half here, but about 16 half, somebody off here to 17, 17 quarter, 17 a quarter, but to get 17 a quarter, 17 a quarter, but to get 17 a quarter, 17, 17 a quarter, but to get 17 a quarter, half here, but to get 17 a half, 75, 17, 75, 18, but to get 18 a quarter, at 18, 18 a quarter, but to get 18 a quarter, turn them around there, 18 a quarter, at 18, 18 a quarter, but to get 18 a quarter, 18 here now, quarter, but to give 18 a quarter, you want in, but to give 18 a quarter, at 18 a quarter, sold at over 1,800, put them on 58.61. 28.67 bull calf. Right here we go. But I'm on 15. 15. But to get 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 14. 14. 14. But about 14. And now quarter. 14. 14 a quarter. 14 a quarter. And 14 a quarter. 14 a quarter. 14 a quarter. But to get 14 a quarter. 14 a half. And now 75. 14. 75 here to 15. 15. 15 a quarter. 15 a quarter. And 15 a quarter. Half here. But about 15 a half. 75. 15. 75. 75 here. But to get 15. 75. Sold it over 15 a half. 40 on one. 28.58 bull calf, but about 14, 14, but about 14, but to get 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, but about 13, 13, 13, but about 13, 28.68. Here we go. Right here, but I'm on 12. Here we get 1,200. Here we get 12. Here, but I'm on 12. Here we get 1,200. But I'm on 12. Here we get 12. 12 quarter. And $1,200 now quarter. Here we get 12. 12 and a quarter. We get 12 and a quarter. 12. 12 and a quarter half. Here, but I'm on 50. 75. 12. 75. 13. 13. 13 a quarter. And now half. 13 and a half. 75. 13. 75. 75. Here we get 13. 75. And 75. Here we get 75. Here we get 13. 75. Now 14. And 14. 14. 14 a quarter. 14. We get 14 a quarter. 14. We get 14 a quarter. Sold it over 1,400. I'll put them on 10, 31. 28.58. Bull calf, 28.58 on the bull calf, 18, but I'm on 18, but to give 18, but to give 18, but to give 18, but 18, 17, 17, but to give 17, 16, 16, but I'm on 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter half, here, but to get 16 a half, 75, 16, 75, 75 here, but to get 16, 75, and now 17, 17, 17 quarter, but to get 17, 17 a quarter, 17, 17 a quarter, 17 a quarter half, here, but to get 17 a half, 17 a half, here, but to get 17 a half, now 75, 75 here, but to get 17, 75 here, 17, 75, 18, at 18 quarter, but to give 18 a quarter, but to give 18 a quarter, quarter, everybody give 18 a quarter. You want everybody give 18 a quarter. At 18, everybody give 18 a quarter. Sold at over 1800. 58.61. 30, 28. Bull calf, here, but about 15, 1500 now, quarter and a half, here, but about 15 and a half, and now 75 to 16, 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, everybody get 10, 20, everybody get 16, 20, and now 30, 30, 30, 40, everybody get 40, everybody get 40, everybody get 16, 40, 50, everybody get 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 16, 50, 16, 50, sold at over 16, 40, 10, 31. 30, 36, bull calf, 30, 36 on the bull calf here, but about 3, but get 3, but get 3, but get 3, but get 2, 10, but about 2, but get 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 2, 100 here, but at 1, at 1 here, but at 1, here, but at 1, but get 1, but get 1, quarter, 1 here, but at 1 a quarter, at 1, 1 a quarter, 1 here, but at 1 a quarter, but get 1 a quarter, 1, 1 a quarter, but get 1 a quarter, but get 1 a quarter, 125, sold at over 100, put them on 20, 60, 20, 60, 30, 25. Bull calf, 30, 25 on a bull calf, 2,000. Would he get 2,000, but about 2, 2, would he get 2, would he get 2, would he get 2, would he get 19, a 19, 19, 19, but about 10, would he get 19, would he get 19, would he get 18, 18, would he get 18 a quarter, a now half, 18 a half, 75, 18, 75 to 19, quarter, would he get 19 a quarter, half, 19, 50, 75, a 19, 75, 75 here, 19, 75, 2,000, but about 2, would he get 2, quarter, 20, 25 here, 50, would he get 20, 50, 75, 75 here, would he get 20, 75, 60, 70, would he get 20, 70, now 80, 2080 sold at over 2070, 80 on 2, 2871 bull calf, 2871 on the bull calf, 17, but about 17, but get 17, 70, but get 17, 17, but get 15, 15, 15, but about 50, but get 50, but get 50, but get 15, 15, but about 15, but get 13, 13 quarter half, yeah, but about 13 and a half, 75 to 14, 14 a quarter, 14 and a half, 75, 15, 15, 15, but about 15, 15 quarter, but get 15 a quarter, 15 and a half, 75, 15, 75, and now 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, but get 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, sold at over 1600, 40 on 1. 40 on 1. 28.95 bull calf, 28.95 on the bull calf. Out but about 17, 17, but he gets 17, but he gets 17, 16, 16, but he gets 16, but he gets 16, 16, 16, but he gets 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter half, here but he gets 16 a half, 75, 16, 75, 17, 17 a quarter, now half, 17, half, 75, here but he gets 17, 75, 75, here but he gets 17, 75, 17, 75, sold at over 17 a half. 58.61 on 1. 29.11 on the bull calf, 15, 15, but about 15, but get 15 quarter, 15, but get 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter half, 15 a half, 15 a half, here but about 50, 15, but get 50, 75, 15, 75, 75, here but get 15, 75, and now 16, 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, but get 16, 16 a quarter, sold at over 1,649, 45. 29.10 bull calf, 29.10 on the bull calf. 10, but about 14, 14, but he get 14, but he get 14, but he get 14, 14 a quarter, 14, 14 a quarter, but he get 14 a quarter, 14, 14 a quarter, $1,400 now quarter, but he get 14, 14 a quarter, but he get 14, but he get 14 a quarter, sold at over 1,449, 45. 28.98. Bull calf, 28.98 on the bull calf, here, but about 15, 15, but he get 50, 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 but he get 14, 14, 14 a quarter, 14, 14 a quarter, but about 25, yeah, but about 25, 25, 50, but he get 50, 75, 14, 75, now 15, 15, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, 15 a half, 75, 15, 75, 16, 16, 16, 16, but he get 16, 16, 16, but he get 16, 16, 16, but he get 16, 16, but he get 16, 1,600, sold at over 15.75, 10, 31. 28.57 heifer, 28.57 on a heifer here, right there, 18, but I'm on 18, but he give 18, at 18, but he give 18, but he give 18, 17, 17, but he give 17, 16, 16, 16, a quarter half, here, but I'm on 16 and a half, 17, 17, 17, a quarter half, here, but he get 17 and a half, 17 and a half, here, but he get 17 and a half, 17 and a half, 75, 17, 75, 75, here, but he get 17, 75, 60, 70, but he get 17, 70, 17, 70, but he get 70, but he get 70, sold at over 17.60, 58.61 on 1. Bull calf, right there on the bull calf here, but about 14, 14, but about 14, 14 a quarter, 14, 14 a quarter, but you get 14 a quarter, 25, yeah, but about 25, 14, 25, at 14 right there, 14 a quarter, but you get 14 a quarter, but you get 14 a quarter, at 14, 14 a quarter, 14, but you get 14 a quarter, sold at over 1,449, 45, 30, 35, Bull calf, 30-35 on the bull calf. All right, team, but about 14. 14, we get 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 14, 14, but about 14, 12. At 12 here, but about 12, here, but about 12, we get 1,000, but about 1,000, we get 1,000, we get 1,000, but about 1,000 now quarter. 10, 10 a quarter, but about 10 a quarter, we get 10, 10 a quarter, but about 10 a quarter, 10 a quarter, we get 10 a quarter half. At 10, 50, but about 50, we get 50, we get 50, somebody about 10, somebody about 10, somebody about here, but about 10, 75. And now 11, 11 here, we get 11, we get 11, 10, somebody about here, we get 11, we get 11, we get 11, and now a quarter, 11 a quarter, 11 a quarter half. 11.50, somebody about here, but about 75, 11.75, now 12 here, but about 12 here, we get 12. And now quarter, 12 and a quarter, we get 12, 12 and a quarter half, about 50. 12.50, we get 50, we get 50, we get 12.50, we get 12.50, we get 12.50. Sold at number 12.25, 10.31. 28.63. You said bull calf, 15. 15, we get 50, we get 15. Quarter half. How about 15 and a half? 75. 16, 16, 16 a quarter. 16 a quarter, quarter, but about 16 a quarter. 16, we get 16 a quarter. 16, 16 a quarter, we get 16 a quarter. Sold at over 1,600. 10.31. 28.96 bull calf, 28.96 on the bull calf. Here, but about 1,000, but about 1,000, everybody get 1,000, everybody get 1,000, but about 1,000, everybody get 1,000, everybody get 900. At 9, everybody get 9, 9 quarter, everybody get 9, 9 a quarter, everybody get 9 a quarter, 9 a quarter, 9 25, 50, 50, 75, 9, 75 here, everybody get 1,000 now quarter, now half. At 10, 50, 75 here, now 11 now quarter, 11 a quarter, half. Here, but about 50, 75, 11, 75, 12. At 12, 12 now quarter, 12 and a quarter, 12 and a quarter, half. Here, but about 12, 50, 75, 12, 75 here, everybody get 13. And now quarter, 13 a quarter, 13, 13 a quarter, 13, 13 a quarter, 13, 13. 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, sold at over 1,300. Put them on 80 on 20. 29.03 heifer, 29.03 on the heifer. But about 15, 15, we get 15, 15, but about 15, 15 a quarter. 15 a quarter now, half, 15 a half, 75, 15, 75, 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, half, here we get 16 a half. And now 75, 16, 75, 75, here we get 16, 75, sold at over 16 a half. Put them on 40 on 20. Here we go, 29.08. Right there. Here we go on this one. Right there, but about 1,200. Here we get 12. 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 Here we get 1,000. Out there, but about 1,000. We get 1,000. We get 1,000. We get 1,000. 1,000 and a quarter. But about 10. We get 10 a quarter. But about quarter half. Here, but about 10, 50, 75. And now 11, 1,100. Now quarter half. Here, but about 50, 75. Now 12. Here, but about 12, 12 and a quarter. And now half. Here, but about 12, 50. Now 75. Here, we get 12, 75. And 12, 50. We get 12, 75. Here now 13, 13, 13, 13 quarter. 13 a quarter half. Here, but about 50, 75. At 13.75, 75, here we get 13.75. Sold at over 13.50. 49.45. 29.09 bull calf. 29.09 on the bull calf. Right here, but about 15, 15, we get 50, we get 15, she say 15, quarter, we get 15, 15 a quarter, at 15, 15 a quarter, we get 15, quarter, half, here we get 15 a half, 75, 15, 75, 75, here we get 15, 75, at 15, 75, 16, 16, 16, 16, we get 16, we get 16, 15, 75, here we about 16, sold at over 15, 75, 10, 31. 28.92 bull calf, 28.92 on the bull calf. Retain, but about 1,000, but about 1,000, everybody get 1,000, everybody get 1,000, everybody get 1,000 now quarter, and 10, 10 a quarter, but about 10 a quarter, everybody get 10, 10 a quarter, but about 10, 10 a quarter, everybody get 10 a quarter, 10 a quarter, everybody get 10 a quarter, half, yeah, but about 50, now 75, now 11, 11, now quarter, 11 a quarter, half, 11 a half, 75, 11, 75, 11, 75, 75, here, everybody get 11, 75, 75 here, now 12, here, but about 12, 12, here, everybody get 12 quarter, at 12, 12 and a quarter, you want in, everybody get 12 and a quarter, 12 and a quarter, at 12 and a quarter, half, yeah, but about 12, 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 50, everybody get 12.50. Now 75, 12.75, 75. Here we get 12.75, 12.50. We get 12.75. Sold at over 12.50. 49.45. Bull calf. Right here. Right here on this one, right here, but about 15, 50, we get 50, we get 14, 14, 14, but about 14, 14, but about 14, we get 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, but about 13, we get 12, here, but about 12, here, we get 12, we get 12, here, but about 12, 12, 11, 11, here, we get 11, now quarter, half, here, but about 11, 50, 75, now 12, now quarter, now half, here, but about 12, 50, somebody about 12, somebody about 13, 13, 13, a quarter, 13 and a half, 75, and now 14, 14, but about 14, 13, 75, but about 14, sold at over 13, 75, 40 on 2. 28.94 heifer, 28.94 on the heifer. 18, but about 18. We give 18. We give 18. We give 18. 18. We give 18. 17. 17. 17. We give 17. We give 17. We give 16. 16. 16. 16. 16 a quarter. We give 16. 16 a quarter. 16. 16 a quarter. Half. Here, but about 16 and a half. 75. 16. 75. 17. 17 a quarter. 17. 17 a quarter. 17. 17 a quarter. We give 17 a quarter. Sold at over 1,740 on 29.12. On the bull calf, 29.12 on the bull calf. And retain, but I'm on 16, 16, but I get 16, 16, 16, but I get 16, but I get 15. At 15, 15, but I'm on 15, but I get 15, but I get 15, 14, 14 a quarter. At 14, 14 a quarter, $1,400 now quarter, but I get 14 a quarter, half, 14 a half, 75, 14, 75, 75, here, but I get 14, 75, and now 15, 15 a quarter, but I get 15 a quarter, half, here, but I get 15 a half, 75, 15, 75, and now 16, 16, 16 a quarter, but I get 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, but I get 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter. 16, 16 a quarter, but I get 16 a quarter. Sold at over 1,658, 61 on one. 29.02. Heifer, 29.02 on a heifer. Right there. Here we go on this one here. But I'm on 16, 16, 16, 16. But I get 16, but I get 15. At 15, 15, but I'm on 50, but I get 50, but I get 50, but I get 15, but I get 15, but I get 14, 14, 14, but I'm on 14, 14, but I get 13. At 13, 13, 13, but I'm on 12 here, but I'm on 12 here, but I get 12 here, but I get 12, but I get 1,000. I'll turn that, but I get 1,000, but I get 1,000, but I'm on 10, but I get 1,000, but I get 10, but I'm at 900. Here, but I get 9, but I get 9, but I get 9, but I get 8, but I get 8, but I get 8, here, but I get 8, here, and a quarter. And now half, here, but I get 8, 50, 75, now 9, now a quarter. And now half, here, but I get 50, 75, 9, 75, here, but I get 10, now a quarter, but I'm at 10, a quarter, half, here, but I'm on 10, 50, 75, 10, 75, now 11. And now a quarter, 11 a quarter, 11 a quarter, half, here, but I'm on 50, 11, 50, 11, 50, but I get 50, but I get 50, but I get 11, 50, 11, 50, but I get 50, but I get 50, 75, 11, 75, 12, here, but I'm at 12, here, but I get 12, here, but I get 12, sold at over 11, 75, 80 on 20, 28, 93. Heifer, 28.93 on the heifer. Right there, but I'm on 13, 13, but you get 13, but you get 12, but I'm on 12, but you get 1,000. At time, but I'm on 10, but you get 1,000, but you get 1,000, but I'm on 10, but you get 1,000, but you get 900, but you get 9 quarter, but you get 9, 9 quarter, half. Here, but I'm on 50, 75 here, now 1,000, quarter, half. Here, but I'm on 10, 50, 10, 75, now 11, and now quarter, half. Here, but I get 11.50, and now 75, 11, 75, 12. Here, but I'm on 12, here, but I get 12, and now quarter, but I get 12 and a quarter, half. Here, but I'm on 12, 50, 75, and now 13, 13, 13, but I'm on 13, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, and now half. Here, but I get 13 and a half, 13 and a half, you're going to get 13 and a half, you're going to get 13, 50, sold at over 13 a quarter, 40 on 20. 28.90 heifer, 28.90 on a heifer. Right here, but I'm on 17. Somebody would get 17. Somebody would get 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, but I'm on 16. 16 would get 16, would get 15, 15, but I'm on 15, would get 15, would get 14, 14, but I'm on 14, would get 13, 13, would get 12, and 12, but I'm on 1,000, but I'm on 1,000, would get 1,000, would get 1,000, 1,000 now quarter, but I'm 10, 10, would get 10 a quarter, 10, 10 a quarter, hey, but I'm on 10 a quarter, 10 a quarter now, half, but I'm on 10, 50, and now 75, 10, 75 here, now 11, 11 now quarter, 11 a quarter, 11 a quarter, 11, everybody 11 a quarter, everybody 11 a quarter, sold at over 1,100, put them on 40, put them on 6-6, is it 2-6? 3-6, 6-6, 3-6. 28.75 bull calf, 28.75 on the bull calf. Right here, but I'm on 15, 15, but you get 15, but you get 15, but you get 15, 15, but I'm on 15, but you get 15, but you get 15, but you get 15, but you get 14, 14, 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter, 14 and a half. Here, but I'm on 50, 75, 14, 75, 75. Here, but you get 14, 75, and 75, 75. Here, but you get 14, 75, 75. You say 75, 15, 15, but I'm on 50, but you get 50, but you get 15. Sold at over 14, 75, 40 on one. 29.01 on the bull calf here, but I'm on 18. Would you give 18? Would you give 18? 18, would you give 18? Would you give 18? 18, 17, 17, would you give 17? 17, would you give 17? 16, 16 a quarter. 16, 16 a quarter, half. Here, would you give 16 a half? 75, 17, 17 a quarter, now half. Here, would you give 79, 75, 18, would you give 18? At 18 a quarter, would you give 18 a quarter, half. Here, would you give 18 a half, 18 a half, 75, 18, 75, 19. 19, would you give 19 quarter, would you give 19 a quarter, would you give 25, 25. Here, would you give 19, 25. Sold at over 1,958.61. 28.85 bull calf, 28.85 on the bull calf here, but I'm at 600. Here, but you get 60, but you get 6, here, but you get 60, but you get 60, but you get 4. Hit 4 here, but I'm on 4, but you get 400 now quarter, now we get 4, 4 and a quarter, and now half, 4 and a half, 75, 4, 75, 5, 5, now quarter, half, here, but you get 5, 50, now 75, 5, 75, 6, here, but you get 6 and now quarter, and now half, 6 and a half, 75, 6, 75, now 7, 7, but you get 7 now quarter, 7 and a quarter, half, and 7 and a half, 7 and 75, here, but you get 7, 75, 75, hey, but you give 8, but you give 8, but you give 8, now quarter, in a quarter, in a quarter, at 8 here, now quarter and a half, here, but I'm on 8 50, but you give 8 50. And now 75, 8, 75, 9, 9, 9, 8, 75, here, 9. At 8, 75, here, 9, 8, 75, here, 9, sold at over 875. Number 8. 28, 78, bull calf, 15, 15, but I'm on 15, 15, would you get 50, would you get 50, would you get 50, would you get 15, would you get 1,500, would you get 15, 14, 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter, half, but about 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75, 15, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, would you get 15 a quarter, 15, 15 a quarter, half, 15, would you get 15 and a half, 75, 15, 75, 75, sold at over 15, 50, 40 on one. 28.91. Bull calf, 28.91 on the bull calf. But about 15, 15, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 14, 14, but about 14, 14, 50, 14, 50, 14, 50, 13, 13, 13, 13, but about 12, he would get 12, he would get 1200, he would get 12, he would get 12, he would get 1,000, a thing, but about 1,000, everybody get 1,000, but about 1,000, everybody get 1,000, everybody get 1,000, everybody get 900, everybody get 9, 9, 9, there, everybody get 9 here, now quarter, and 9, 9 a quarter, everybody get 9 a quarter, 9 a quarter, everybody get 9 a quarter, half, here, but about 50, now 75, 9, 75, here, everybody get 975, and now 1,000, but about 1,000, now quarter, but about 10, everybody get 10 a quarter, everybody get 10 a quarter, and now half, here, but about 10, 50, 10, 50, 75, 10, 75, 10, 75, here, everybody get 10, 75, now 11, 1,100, everybody 11, everybody 11, everybody 11, 10, 75, here, everybody 11, 10, 75, here, everybody 11, now quarter, 11 a quarter, 11 a quarter, 11, 11 a quarter, everybody 11 a quarter, 11, everybody 11 a quarter, sold at over 1,100, put them on 6636, 29.45. Heifer, 29.45. Heifer, but about 13, 13, 13, 13, but about 13, 13, 13, 13, but about 13, but you get 12, here, but about 12, 12 quarter, and $1,200 now quarter, but you get 12, 12 and a quarter, but you get 12 and a quarter, and 12, 12 and a quarter, but about 12, here, but you get 12 and a quarter, but you get 12 and a quarter, 12 and a quarter, but you get 12 and a quarter, but you get 12 and a quarter, and now half, here, but about 50, 12, 50, 12, 50, some about 12, some about 13, 13, 13, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, and now half, 13 and a half, 75, 13, some about 14, and 14, 14 a quarter, but you get quarter, half, here, but you get 14 and a half, 75, 14, some about 15, 15, 15, but about 15, 15, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 15, 15, 50, but you get 15, sold it over 14, some about, but about 40 on 20. 28.81. You said bull calf. Retain, but about 15, 15, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 14, 14, 14, but about 14, 14, but you get 14, 13, and now quarter, 13 a quarter, 13 and a half, 75 to 14, 14 and a quarter, 14 a quarter, half, here, but you get 14 and a half, 75, and now 15, 15, 15, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, 15, 15 a quarter, 15, 15 a quarter, but you get 15 a quarter, sold at over 1,500, 10.31. 28.74 bull calf, 28.74 on the bull calf. Right here we go there, but I'm on 15, 15, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 15, but you get 14, 14 a quarter, and 14, 14 a quarter, 14, 14 a quarter, but you get 14 a quarter, 14 a half, 14 a half, 75, and now 15, 15, but you get 15, 15 a quarter, and 15, 15 a quarter, but you get 15 a quarter, 15, 15 a quarter, but you get 15 a quarter, 15, but you get 15 a quarter, sold at over 1,500, 10.31. 29.48 bull calf, 29.48 on the bull calf. Right here we go on this one. Right here we go there, but about 13, 13, 13, we get 13, we get 13, we get 1,000, but about $1,000, we get $1,000 now quarter, but about 10, 10 a quarter, we get 10 a quarter, and now half, 10, 50, 75, 10, 75 here, now 11 now quarter, half, here, but about 50, 11, 50, we get 75, now 12, now quarter, and now half, here, we get 12, 50, 75, 12, 75, here, we get 12, 75, 13, 13, 13, 13, what about 13, 13, 13 a quarter, what about 13 a quarter, 13 and a half, 13 and a half, here, we get 13 and a half, here, we get 13, 50, 13, 50, sold at over 13, 25, 80 on 20. 29.46 heifer. 29.46 on the heifer. Right here, but about 14, 14, but you get 14, but you get 13, 13, 13, but about 13, but you get 12, here, but about 12, here, but you get 1,200, here, but you get 12, here, but you get 12, and 12, here, but you get 12, here, but you get 12, here, but you get 1,000, but about 100, but you get 100, but you get 1,000, but you get 900, here, but you get 9, 9, here, but you get 9, 8, at 800, here, but you get 8, but you get 8, but you get 8, 7, 7, but you get 7, but you get 7, but you get 700, but you get 7 now quarter, and 7, 7 a quarter, but you get 7 a quarter, half, here, but about 7 and a half, 7 5, 7, 7 5, 8, but you get 8, but you get 8 now quarter, 8 a quarter, 8 a quarter, half, here, but about 50, 7 5, 8, 7 5, 9, but you get 9, but you get 9 quarter, and 9 a quarter, 9 a quarter, 9 a quarter, and 9 a quarter, 9 a quarter, half, here, but about 50, 75, 975, 975, and 975, here, but you get 1,000, but about 1,000, but you get 1,000, 1,000, but you get 1,000 now quarter, but about 10, but you get 10, but you get 10 a quarter, but you get 10, 25, 10, 25, but about 25, here, but you get 10, 25, sold at over 1,000, put them on 27.95, 27.95, 29.04. Bull calf, 29.04 on the bull calf. Right here, but about 13, 13, 13, but about 13, 13, 13, but about 13, but you get 13, but you get 12, and 12 here, but about 12 here, but you get 12 here, but you get 12, 11, 11 here, but you get 11, 11 now quarter, 11, 11 a quarter, but you get 11 a quarter, 11, 11 a quarter, but you get 11 a quarter, half, here, but about 50, 75, 11, 75, 12 here, but about 12, 12 and a quarter, and now half, here, but about 50, 75, 12, 75, now 13, 13, 13, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, half, here, but about 50, 13, 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 13, 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 50, sold at over 13 a quarter, 10.31. 28.80 bull calf, 28.80 on the bull calf, and retain but about 14, 14 but about 14, 14, 14 but about 14, we get 14, we get 14, 13, 13 quarter half, but about 13 and a half, 75, and now 14, 14, 14 a quarter half, but about 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75, 75 here to 15, 15, 15 but about 15, 15 we get 15, 14.80, now 90, 14.90 to 15, 15 but about 15, 15 we get 50, 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 we get 15, sold at over 14.90. 49, 45, 2,900 on a heifer, 2,900 on a heifer. Retain, but about 17. Somebody would get 17, 16, 16, 16, would get 16, would get 15, 15, 15, quarter, half, here, but about 15 and a half, 75, 16, 16, 16, a quarter, and now half, 16 and a half, 75, 16, 75, 75, here, would get 16, 75, at 16, 75, sold at over 16 and a half, 58, 61 on one. 29.47 bull calf, 29.47 on the bull calf. Retain, but on 8, would give 18, would give 18, would give 18, 16, 16, but on 16, 16, 16, 16, would give 15, 15 a quarter, 15, 15 a quarter half, here, but on 15 and a half, 75, and now 16, 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter up there, but on 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter half, here, but get 16, 50, 75, 16, 75 here, now 17, 17 a quarter, 17 a quarter, 17, 17 a quarter, but get 17 a quarter, 17, 17 a quarter. Sold at over 1,700, 58.61 on one. 29.53 bull calf, 29.53 on the bull calf, 15, 15, but about 15, 15, would get 15, would get 15, 15, but about 50, would get 50, would get 50, would get 14, 14, but about 14, 14, but about 14, 14, 14, quarter, would get 14, a quarter, half, here, but about 14 and a half, 75, and now 15, 15, 15, a quarter, half, here, but about 15 and a half, 75, 15, 75, 75, here, would get 15, 75, sold at over 15, 15, but about 40 on one, 40 on one. 29.55 bull calf, 29.55 on the bull calf. All right, here, but about 15, 15, would get 15, 15, would get 50, would get 15, 14, 14 a quarter, 14, 14 a quarter, but about 25, 50, 50, 75, 14, 75 here to 15, 15, 15, 15 a quarter, half, 15 and a half, 15 and a half, 75, 15, 75, 16, 16, 16, 16, but about 16, 15, 75 here, but about 16, would get 16, would get 16, sold at over 15, 75, 58, 61 on one. 29.54 heifer, 29.54 heifer. Retain, but about 9 here, but get 9, 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 8 here now quarter at $800 now quarter, but give 8 here, but give 8 and a quarter, 8 here, but give 8 and a quarter at $800 now quarter, but give 8 here, but give 8 and a quarter, but give 8 here, but give 8 and a quarter, sold at over 800. Put them on number 8. 29.44 bull calf, 29.44 on the bull calf. Retain, but about 17, somebody would get 17, 17, somebody would get 17, 16, 16, 16 a quarter at $1,600 now quarter, but get 16, 16 a quarter at 16 a quarter, but about 25 today, but about 50, 75, 16, 75, 17, 17 a quarter, 17 and a half at 17 and a half, here would get 17 and a half, 17 and a half, 75, here would get 75, 18, would give 18 at 18, would give 18, would give 18, would give 18, would give 1800, would give 18, 18, sold at over 17, 75, 58.61. 28.76 bull calf, 28.76 on the bull calf, 15, 15, but about 15, 15, would get 15, would get 50, 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 would get 14, 14, 14, 14, but about 14 a quarter, at 14 a quarter, 14 and a half, 14 and a half, 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75, 15, at 15, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter half, here but about 15 and a half, 75, 15, 75, 75, here but about 15, 75, at 15, 50, would get 15, 75, you want in, would get 15, 75, 75, here would get 75, sold at over 15, 50. 10.31 28.84 bull calf, 28.84 on the bull calf here, but about 15, 15, but about 15, 15, but about 15, would get 50, would get 50, would get 15, would get 15, would get 14, at 14, 14 a quarter, but you would get 14 a quarter, 14, 14 a quarter, at 14, 14 a quarter, but about 25 here, but about 25, 15, but about 14, 50, 75, at 14, 75, 75 here, but about 14, 75, 14, 51 in, would get 14, 75, 75 here, would get 14, 75, 14, 75, yes or no, would get 14, 75, now 15, 15, but about 15, would get 15, sold at over 14, 75, 10.31 28.73 bull calf, 28.73 on the bull calf, 16, 16, but about 16, 16, would get 60, would get 60, would get 60, would get 15, have now quarter, would get 15, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, 15 and a half, and 15 and a half, 75 here, and 16, 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, and 16, would get 16 a quarter, 16, 16 a quarter, would get 16 a quarter, sold at over 1,640 on one. 28.82. Bull calf, 28.82 on the bull calf here, but about 15, but about 15, but get 14, at 14, but about 14, but get 14, but about 14, but get 13, 13 a quarter, at 13 a quarter, but get 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, at 13, but get 13 a quarter, front road here, but get 13 a quarter, 13 a half, at 13 a half, 75, 13.75 to 14, but about 14, an out quarter, 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter, half, 14 a half, at 14 a half. Here now 75, 14.75, here we get 14.75, at 14 a half, here we get 14.75, sold it over 14 a half, 10.31, 28.77. Bull calf, 28.77 on the bull calf, 15, but about 15, but get 14, and out quarter half, here we get 14 a half, 75, 14.75, 15, but about 15 a quarter, 15 a half, at 15 a half, 15 a half, here we get 15, 50 are both out here, but about 15, we get 50, 75, at 15.75, 60, now 70, at 15.70, we get 70, sold at over 15, 60, 40 on one, 28.86. Bull calf, 28.86 on the bull calf here, but about 14, but about 14, at 14, but about 14, we get 14, we get 13, but about 13, we get 13 a quarter, at 13 a quarter now, but about 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, at 13 a quarter now, half, but about 13 a half, 75 to 14 a quarter, at 14 a quarter, we get 14 a quarter, 14, we get 14 a quarter, sold at number 1,480 on one, 80 on one. 28.88 bull calf, 28.88 on the bull calf. Right there, here we get 12, here we get 1,200, here we get 12, here we get 12, here we get 12, here we get 12,000, and now quarter, here we get 10 a quarter, but about 10 a quarter, here we get 10 a quarter, here we get 10 a quarter, half, here we about 50, 75, 10.75, and now 11 and now quarter, 11 a quarter, half, here we about 50, 75, 11.75, 12, here we about 12, now quarter, and now half, 12 and a half, 75, 12.75 here, now 13 a quarter, at 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, 13 a half, 75, 13.75, at 13.75, here we get 75, sold at number 13 a half, 80 on 20. 28.87 bull calf, 28.87 on a bull calf. But about 15, but get 50, but get 13, but about 13, but get 13, but get 11. 11 and now quarter, 11 and 11 a quarter, but get 11 a quarter, 11 a quarter, $1,100 now quarter, but get 11 a quarter, but get 11 a quarter, half. Here, but about 50, 75, 11, 75, 12. Here, but about 12, 12 and a quarter, half. Here, but about 12, 50, 75, and now 13 a quarter, 13 a quarter, 13, but get 13 a quarter, sold at over 1,380 on 1X. 28.89 bull calf, 28.89 on the bull calf here. Right here, but about 18, but give 18, but give 18, 18, but give 18, 17, somebody would get 17, 17, somebody would get 17, somebody would get 16, 16, but about 16 a quarter, and now half, he would get 16 and a half, 75, now 17 and a quarter, 17 a quarter, half, he would about 17 and a half, he would get 17 and a half, 17 and a half, he would get 17 and a half, 75, he would get 75, 18, would give 18, would give 18, at $1,800, 18, would give 18, sold at number 17. 75, but I'm on 80 on 2. 28.79 bull calf, 28.79 on the bull calf. Right there. Here we go. But I'm on 18. We give 18. We give 18. 16. We get 16. 16. We get 16. We get 14. And 14 a quarter. We get 14 a quarter. And now half. 14 and a half. 75. 15 a quarter half. 75. 15. 75. 75. Here we get 75. Here we get 75. 15. We get 75. 75. 16 a quarter. And 16 a quarter. We get 16 a quarter. 16 a quarter. We get 16 a quarter. Now half. Here we get 16 and a half. 16 and a half here, but about half here, but get 30, 40, but about 40, but get 40, sold at number 16, 30, 80 on 20. 28.97 bull calf, 28.97 on the bull calf. Right here. Here we go on this one out here. But about 16. We get 16. 16, but about 16. We get 16. We get 15. But about 15. We get 15 a quarter. 15 a quarter. But about 25. But about 25. But about 25. 15, 25. 15, 25. 50. 75. 16 a quarter half. Here we get 16 and a half. 75. 16. 75. Here we get 16. 75. 75. 17. 17 a quarter. But we get 17 a quarter. But we get 17 a quarter. 17 a quarter. We get 17 a quarter. Sold at over 1,780 on 2. 28.59 Bull calf here, but about 14, 14, but about 14, 14, but to get 14, but to get 14, but to get 14, but to get 12 here, but about 12. At 12 here, but to get 12, 11, she's 11 here, 11, 11, and now quarter half here, but about 50, somebody about here to 12, 12, now quarter, and now half here, somebody about 12, somebody about 12, somebody about 3, but about 13, at 13, 13, 13, but about 13, 13, 13, 13, but about 13, sold at over 12, 75, 49, 45, 29, 27. Heifer 29, 27 on the heifer. Right here we go there, but I'm on 18, what do you give 18, what do you give 18, 18, but I'm on 18, what do you give 18, what do you give 18, heifer, on the heifer, right there, 17, 17, what do you give 17, 17, what do you give 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a quarter, but I'm at 25, 50, what do you give 50, what do you give 50, somebody 16, somebody 5, no 17, 17 a quarter, no half, here, what about 17, somebody 5, here, what do you give 17, somebody 5, somebody 5, here, what do you give somebody 5, somebody 5, somebody 5, sold at over 17 and a half, 58, 61 on 1. 29, 30. Heifer, 29, 30. Heifer, right there, but I'm on 18. What do you give 18? What do you give 18? 18, what do you give 18? 17, 16, 16 a quarter. That's 16, 16 a quarter. Half. Here, but I'm on 16 and a half. 75, 16, 75 here. No 17, 17 a quarter. 17 a quarter. What do you give 17 a quarter? Half. Here, but I'm on 17 and a half. 75 here. What do you give 75? 18. What do you give 18? At 18. What do you give 18? What do you give 18? What do you give 18? At 18. What do you give 18? What do you give 18? 17, 80. Now 90. 17, 90. What do you give 90? 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 Sold at over 17, 70. 58, 61 on 1. 29, 24. Heifer, 29, 24. Heifer, right there. Here, but I'm on 18. What do you give 18? What do you give 18? 18, what do you give 18? 17, 17, what do you give 17? 17, what do you give 17? 17, what do you give 17? What do you give 17? 16, 16 a quarter. 16 a quarter. Half. Here, what do you give 16 and a half? 75, 16, 75 down 17. 17 a quarter. Half. Here, what do you give 17 and 75, 18. At 18, but I'm on 18. What do you give 18? What do you give 18? What do you give 18? 18, sold at over 17, 75. But I'm on 40 on, no, 58, 61. Heifer, 29, 22. Heifer. But I'm on 18. What do you give 18? What do you give 18? What do you give 18? 17, 1700. What do you give 17 quarter? 17, 17 a quarter. What do you give 17 a quarter? 17 a quarter. What do you give 17 a quarter? 17 a quarter. What do you give 17 a quarter? 17, 17 a quarter. What do you give 17 a quarter? What do you give 17? 25. Sold at over 1700. 58, 61 on 1. 29, 29. Bull calf, 29, 29 on the bull calf. Right here we go there, but I'm on 18. What do you give 18? What do you give 18? What do you give 18? 18 quarter. What do you give 18? 18 a quarter. At 18 a quarter, half. Here, but I'm on 50, 75, 18, 75 here. What do you give 19? 19 a quarter, half. Here, what do you give 50, 75, 19, 75 here. What do you give 2,000? 2, but I'm on 2. What do you give 2? What do you give 2? 1980. What do you give 80? 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 Sold at over 19, 75, but I'm on 58, 61. 29, 28. Heifer, on the heifer, right there, but I'm on 15, 15, what do you get 50, what do you get 50, what do you get 15, what do you on 15, what do you get $1,500, what do you get 15, 15, but I'm on 15, what do you get 14 quarter, at 14, 14 a quarter, what do you get 14 a quarter, now half, here, but I'm on 14, 50, 75, 14, 75, 75 here, to 15, 15, 15 a quarter, at 15 a quarter, 15 a half, 15 a half here, but I'm on 50, 75, 15, 75, at 15, 75, 60, 70, what do you get 15, 70, at 15, 70, what do you get 70, what do you get 70, what do you get 15, 70, 15, 70, what do you get 15, 70 right there, 15, 70, sold at over 15, 60, 58, 61 on 1. 28, 33, bull calf, 15, 15, but I'm on 15, 15, what do you get 50, what do you get 50, what do you get 50, what do you get 15, 15, but I'm on 15, 15, what do you get 15, 15, 14, 14 a quarter, half, 14 a half, 75, 15, 15, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, what do you get quarter, half, here, what do you get 15 a half, 75, 15, 75, 75, here, what do you get 15, 75, 15, 75, sold at over 15, 50, 40 on 1. 28, 66, bull calf. 28, 66 on the bull calf. Right there, but I'm 14, 14, but I'm on 14, 14, what do you get 14? At 14, 14, but I'm on 14, what do you get 14? What do you get 14? 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, but I'm on 13, what do you get 12? At 12 quarter, what do you get 12, 12 and a quarter, what do you get 12 and a quarter? At 12, 12 and a quarter, but I'm at 12, 12 and a quarter, what do you get 12 and a quarter? $1,200 now, quarter, what do you get 12 and a quarter? Sold at over 1,200, 10, 31. 29, 32, heifer, 29, 32 on a heifer here, but I'm on 17. 17, somebody would get 17, somebody would get 17, 16, 16, 16, but I'm on 16. 16, but I'm on 16, 16, 16, 16, a quarter, and now half, here would get 16 and a half, 75, now 17, 17 a quarter, now half, 17 and a half, 17 and a half, here would get 17, 50, 75, 17, 75, 75, 75, 75, here would get 17, 75, sold at over 17, 50, 58, 61 on 1. 29.25. Bull calf, 29.25 on a bull calf. Right here, but about 19, but about 19, but 19, but 19, but 19, 19, but 19, 18, but about 18. At 18, but 18, but 18, 17, 17 now quarter, and now half, 17 and a half. You put about 50, but 50, 75, but 75, 18, but 18 a quarter and a half. You put about 50, 75 to 19, and now quarter, 19 a quarter, 19 and a half, 75, 19, 75, 75 here, 19, 75, 2,000, 2, but about 2,000 quarter, but about 25 here, but about 2, but about 25, 50, 20, 50, 20, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 20, 30, 30, 30, 40, 20, 40, 50, but about 20, 50, 60, 20, 60, 60, 60, 20, 60, now 70, 20, 70, 20, 60, 70, 70, sold at over 20, 60, 58, 61. 29, 21, bull calf, 29, 21 on the bull calf. Right here, what about 19? What 19, 19, 18, quarter, half. Everybody on 50, 75, and now 19, 90, quarter, now half. Everybody get 19, 50, 75, 19, 75. Everybody get 2,000, 2, but about 1980, now 90, 1990, 1980, everybody get 90, everybody get 90, everybody get 90. Sold at over 1980, 58, 61. 30, 75, bull calf, 30, 75 on the bull calf. Here, what about 5? Here, what about 5? Here, what get 5? Here, what get 5? 3, 3, 3, what about 3? What get 3? What get 3? 2, and now quarter, 2 and a quarter, but about quarter half. Here, what about 250, 75, 275, 3, what get 300 now quarter, and now half, 350, 75, 375, 4, 4, 4, what get 4, and now quarter, what get 4 and a quarter, and 4, 4 and a quarter half. Here, what about 450, 75, 4, 75, 5, here, what about 5, 5 now quarter, what get 500 now quarter, and 5 and a quarter, 5 and a half, 5 and a half. Here, what about 550, but now 75, 5. 6, you would get 60, would get 60, would get 6, and 5, 75, you would have 6, 5, 75, you would have 60, would get 60, would get 6, 5, 75, you would get 6, sold at over 5, 75, put them on 20, 60, is that right? 20, 60. 29, 67. Heifer, 29.67 on a heifer. I tell you what about 4, but you get 400, but you get 4, but you get 4, but you get 4, 4 quarter, $400 now quarter, 4 and a quarter half. You what about 450, 75, 4, 75, 75 here to 5. You what about 5, 5 quarter, 5 and a quarter, 5 and a quarter half. You what about 50, and 550, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 550, and 550, but you get 50, but you get 50, but you get 550, but you get 550, but you get 550, 550, but you get 550, but you get 550, but you get 550, but you get 550. Sold at over 5 and a quarter. 27.95, 27.95. 29.33 bull calf, 29.33 on the bull calf. Right here on this one. I tell you what about 14, 14, what about 14, quarter half. Here, what about 14 and a half, 75 to 15, 15, 15, 15, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, 15, 15 a quarter. Everybody get 15, 15 a quarter half. Here, what about 15 and a half, 15 and a half. Everybody get 15, 50, 15, 50. Sold at over 15 a quarter, 40 on one. 28.83. Bull calf, 28.83 on the bull calf. Right here, but about 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, what about 13? What do you get 13, 13, 12? 1,200, what do you get 12? Here, what about 12? Here, what do you get 12? Here, what do you get 12? 12 here now, quarter. 12 and a quarter half. Here, what about 50? 75, 12, 75. Here, what do you get 13, 13 and a quarter half. Here, now 75, 13, 75 to 14. 14, 14, what about 14? What do you get 14? What do you get 14? Sold at over 13, 75, 80 on 1X. 29.64 heifer, 29.64 on a heifer. Right here, but I'm on. What do you get 15, 15, what do you get 15, what do you get 15, 15, 15, but I'm on 15, what do you get 50, what do you get 50, what do you get 15, what do you get 14, at 14, 14, but I'm on 14, what do you get 13, 13, 13, 13 a quarter, at 13, 13 a quarter, what do you get 13 a quarter, 13, 13 a quarter, 13, 13 a quarter, now half, what about 50, 75, 13, 75, 75 here, now 14, and now quarter, 14 a quarter, now half, here, what about 14 and a half, 75, 14, 75, 15, 15, but about 15, at 14, 75, here, what about 15, 14, 75, here, what about 50, what do you get 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 15, 15, sold at over 14, 75, 84, 87, 29, 31. Heifer, 29.31 on the heifer. Right here. Here we go. What about 15? 15. What do you get 50? What do you get 50? What do you get 15? What do you get 15? 15. 15. What about 15? What do you get 50? What do you get 14? 14. 14. What about 14? 14. What do you get 14? What do you get 13? 13. 13 and a quarter. 13 and a half. 75. 14. 14. 14 and a quarter half. 14 and a half. 75. 14. 75. 15. 15 and a quarter. And I'll have 15 and a half. 75. 15. 75 here. And 16. 16. 16 and a quarter. 16 and a quarter. That's 16. 16 and a quarter. 16. 16 and a quarter. What do you get 16 and a quarter? Sold at over 1,600. 40 on 1, 20, I'm sorry, 40 on 20, 27, 77, Bull calf, 27.77 on the bull calf. 15, but about 15, 15, but about 15, 15, but get 50, but get 50, but get 15, 14, 14 a quarter, 14, 14 a quarter, 14 a quarter, half, 14 a half, 75, 15, 15, 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, but get 15 a quarter, 15 a quarter, 15 a half, 15 a half, here, what about 15, but get 50, but get 50, but get 50, but get 15, 50, 15, 50, but get 15, 50, but get 50, but get 50, but get 15, 51 in, but get 15, 50, sold at over 15, 25, 10, 31. 29, 23, heifer, 29, 23, heifer, bottom on 18, we give 18, we give 18, 15, an out quarter, 15 a quarter, 15 a half, 75, 16, 16 a quarter, an out half, 16 a half, 75, 16, 75, 17, 17 a quarter, now half, 17 a half, 75, 17, 75, 18, we give 18, we give 18, we give 18, 17, 75, here, we give 18, we give 18, we give 18, sold at over 17, 75, 80 on 2. Heifer, 29, 26 on a heifer. Retain, but I'm on 18. Would give 18, would give 18, 18, would give 18, would give 18. At 18, but I'm on 18, 18, would give 18, 17, 17, somebody would give 17, 17, 17, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, 15, quarter, 15 a quarter, half, 15 a half, 75, 16, 16, 16 a quarter, 16 a half, 75, 16, 75, 16, 75, 75, here would give 16, 75, now 17, 17, 17, 17, would give 17, 16, 70, now 80, 1680, would give 80, would give 80, would give 80, 1680, now 90, 1690, now 17, 17, 17, sold at number 1690, 58, 61 on 1. Ready for the feeder pigs. I'm going to turn it over to Jason.